Target Field, where over 39,000 fans have arrived for a second straight evening to see the Loco Beach Coconuts host the Savannah Bananas. Last night, a pitcher's duel turned ugly late as the Nanners used a monster 8th inning to cruise to a 7-2 victory. Tonight, they turn to their longest tenured pitcher, Cowboy Kyle Lewis, as they play for the series. While Loco Beach is sending former Banana Zach Smith to the mound in hopes of turning tomorrow afternoon's battle into a rubber game. The Bananas at 25-19. The sole owners of first place in the Banana Ball Championship League, the Coconuts 24-21, just a game and a half back, as we welcome you inside with the statistical savant of Banana Ball, Josh Talevsky, the voice of Loco Beach, AJ Switek. I am Biko Scala. Happy Saturday night. Thank you so much for spending it with us here in virtual Banana Land. AJ, that 7-2 final score does not do justice at all to how good that game was last night for the Coconuts, even though it got bad late.
No, and it was a historic night for Loco Beach, right? This is a team that just headlined their first ever big league ballpark. The expectations were high, but it was really the self-inflicted wounds on the bases and defensively that led to that 5-run deficit in the final score.
And for the Nanners, it was, of course, tight, just a 1-point advantage going into the 8th, but it seems like they may have figured out, finally, how to play as the away team.
Yeah, and they're figuring out things offensively for sure. You saw the Bananas really hit the Loco Beach bullpen hard throughout the last couple of innings. And again, they were able to rely on something that has been a strength the entire season for them. The pitching was unbelievable, and it was headlined by another strong start from their ace this season in Austin Drury.
It's one thing to talk about it. It's a whole nother to get to see it yourself. So prepare your brain for what your eyeballs are about to send its way. It starts with Joe Mauer, Twins legend, first ballot Hall of Famer, throwing out the first pitch that counts, and we cannot fault him for firing it inside. He spent the majority of his career in Ashby Vining's shoes behind the dish, but it was a 5-trick play, scoreless top of the first with Drake Fontenot, even starting with the ball on the scoreboard, and then Austin Drury working out of trouble, a big strikeout of Ashby Vining.
Yeah, and then you went to the next inning, and you saw Banana Ball first. Eric Osberg, the rookie, up at the plate, facing off against Drury, sends this one into the stands, and not only is it the first fan catch of the series, it's the first time Eric Osberg has ever fouled out in his Banana Ball career. So a new feeling for Eric Osberg, a fun moment for the fans, and finally, in the 4th inning, you saw some run support for Austin Drury. Danny Hosley going deep for the first time this season, not only earning the Bananas a run, but a point as well.
Finally, and run support's a great way to put it, because before that plate appearance, Drake Fontenot, the starter for the Coconuts, went 9 up, 9 down. It was a true battle between two elite starting pitchers in this sport, but Austin Drury just had his stuff. With the help of the likes of Bill Leroy on a back pick, the Bananas held their 1-0 lead, but not for long. Bottom of the 6th inning, Tanner Allen, deepest part of the park, doing what he does best. The former National Player of the Year, who was picked in 3 straight MLB drafts, tied the ball game at once.
And then Brian Dozier making his Banana Ball debut in what was already a 3-run inning for the Nanners, so no harm, no foul that he struck out against Blake Benson on a nasty cutter there. But the Coconuts, 2 runs in the bottom half. Tristan Levesque able to come in and secure the 2nd point of the ball game for the Bananas.
Yeah, and you saw the offense continue to roll in the 8th inning against Joe Filomeno. Ryan Cox with this single plated a 5th run in the inning for the Savannah Bananas. So a massive output in the 8th inning, but you do see 3.5 minutes on the clock. The Bananas and Coconuts were up against it in the 8th.
They were, and you see the first ever home run in a big league park for Grady Morgan, his 2nd as a Coconut, but it's the most bittersweet home run in team history. He's rounding the bases. By the time he touches home, the clock's expired. So those 5 runs for the Bananas all turned into points, and it led to this wild double play.
How about a liner off the right shoulder of Danny Hosley? Cox takes it out of the air, throws it to Ziegler. It's a 1-6-3 twin killing to put a bow on a 7-2 victory for the Bananas. Again, it was neck and neck all the way through 7 innings, and then the 5 runs turn into points with the clock running out in the 8th. As you look at the heroes of the game for both sides, Austin Drury was the showman of the game. 5 innings, just the 1 run, 5 punch-outs, inducing 5 trick plays, and Danny Hosley gives up a home run, but also hits a home run that earned the Bananas their first point.
And it's 2 guys who did their jobs last night. Drury, again, continuing to show why he's been the ace of this Banana squad. And for Danny Hosley, how fun for him to collect that home run and close out the ball game. And I'll tell you what, AJ, Jordan Brewer still had a big impact. He helped Loco Beach deny that equalizer Equalizer Point.
Yeah, stop me if you've heard it before. You can't. You're at home. Jordan Brewer doing Jordan Brewer things. Another team-high trick play performance for the team's leader in tricks. But for Loco Beach this season, it has been blunderous against these Bananas. 1-5 against Savannah. Against everyone else in the league, the Coconuts are 23-16.
Yeah, and the thing is, the Coconuts have really shot themselves in the foot, and not just in one department. You're seeing it across all facets of Banana Ball. On offense, it's a lot of base running blunders. You saw 2 pickoffs last night. They've been caught more times than they've collected steals. The pitching staff, more ball four sprints than strikeouts this season for Loco Beach. And you've also seen a lot of defensive miscues. This team is averaging nearly 3 trick plays missed and errors against the Bananas. That is at 1.5 against all other opponents, so it is nearly double.
This Coconuts team has played really good Banana Ball against the 4 other teams in the sport. Against the Bananas, they're still trying to get out of their own heads and understand that although you're playing the namesake, you've just got to play Loco Beach ball, because that has them in 3rd place in the Banana Ball Championship League, just at a game and a half back of 1st.
Yeah, the Tailgaters, the victory last night in Showdown, so they are still a half game behind the Bananas with a 1-game cushion in front of the Coconuts. The Party Animals, an impressive win over the Firefighters in the Lehigh Valley, so a little bit of breathing room. 4 games separating them, holding on to that last playoff spot.
I really think that was the theme of the night last night in Banana Ball, widening that gap a little bit. The Bananas able to widen it over the Coconuts, the Tailgaters getting that win over the Clowns, and the Party Animals extending their lead over the Firefighters in what's a pretty crucial series over in Lehigh Valley.
And let me note that the Tailgaters are the only team that already has a playoff spot come October. They won the Banana Ball Open back in mid-April, and that has secured their ticket to the dance. The other 3 horses are jockeying for position.
When we come back, we're going to get a deep dive from Sam Bauman on the baseball card collection of Kyle Perry. Cannot wait for that.
Give it for Loco Beach Coconuts! Minnesota, I need everybody here on your feet! Oh yeah, everybody up, because it's time to meet your Savannah Bananas!
Welcome back into our 2026 Banana Ball World Tour pre-show presented by DQ. DQ, happy tastes good. You've got a live look in at Target Field right now. We're about 25 minutes and change away from first pitch, and it looks like the over 39,000 plus fans have already jam-packed the home of the Minnesota Twins. Fans are just different here in the world of Banana Ball as we welcome you back inside. Josh, AJ, Biko, thank you again for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. Now, there's a reason why we got into the yapping industry. These are 3 fellas who love to talk, but shame on us for spending the entire A block just monopolizing the mic, because Sam Bauman has a fantastic report on Kyle Perry. SB, take it away.
Well, guys, we're going to see Kyle Perry on the mound tonight. And as we know, he's got the iconic jersey, 1 of 1. And as you might imagine, there's quite the story behind that. And I caught up with him to learn a little bit about his passion and how it wound up on his back.
All-time legend, Rod Carew, one of the greatest hitters in the game, on-card autograph. Pulled that a couple years back. I mean, when I was 7 and 8 years old, somewhere in between there, my brother and I really got into the hobby, got into baseball cards. Pulled this Joe Mauer recently this year, real sweet. My local card shop growing up was inside a bowling alley. I mean, go in there and grab just a medley of packs and go and rip with the boys in the middle of our bowling games while we're waiting our turn.
Is there a time where you find yourself not collecting cards? Do you see that world?
No, because that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm either playing video games, practicing baseball, or looking at my cards and organizing them and like making sure my binders are all set. And that's really where my mental, I just gotta get really dialed with the cards. And yeah. So there's not a world where I'm not involved in one way or the other. If I traded for this with my next door neighbor in Omaha, and he's a 7th grader. He pulled this, so I made him a good deal. I think I lost on the trade too. I gave him a couple really nice James Wood cards. Really what it's about is like the trading, the sharing, and like, who knows, man, maybe giving away one of these cards like helps, spark a kid's collection, and you just never know what it does for the kids. So makes them fall in love with the game, makes them pay attention to the game, whatever it is. It's rewarding. I'm an adult and I have free will. And so that plus a little bit of money mixed in equals a big child. And I'm even more into it than I've ever been. And we're not slowing down anytime soon, Sam. So that's really all I got.
Well, you might have seen just a glimpse of the Belton KP's locker there. The inspiration for this one, Brian Dunsing, who went to the same high school and college of KP, and now both of them pitching in Major League Parks. Guys.
Thank you very much, SB. That's an all-time quote from KP there. Free will and a little bit of money is a very dangerous combo, very relatable in our young adult lives here. As you look at Kyle Jackson and his Savannah Bananas team warming up here for the full capacity crowd in the Twin Cities. But you may not know, I'm sure you do, there are some out there who may be seeing Banana Ball for the first time. This is not just the Savannah Bananas. This is a 6-team league, the inaugural season of the BBCL. We had all 6 teams in action last night. And looking around the league, how about the party animals? A 6-0 skunking in the Lehigh Valley. Garrett Delano, 7 scoreless frames on the bump after his scary flight into the Lehigh Valley. And then the Tailgaters evening the series with the Clowns, a thrilling 3-2 victory with Nick Lopez, the hero, in showdowns. And of course, we just showed you what happened last night here in Minneapolis, the Bananas taking game 1.
Well, I think knowing Garrett Delano, he would probably tell you that his outing in Boise might have been the most frustrating of his career. It was so cool to see him bounce back with 7 shutout frames, even lead the Party Animals to an equalizer point in their 6-0 victory.
And how cool was that game for the Tailgaters? In his first ever outing, Paxton Thompson, the newest player in the league, was the showman of the game. Nick Lopez hit the winner in showdowns. It was plenty of fun action across the league last night, and we're fortunate enough to get more here at Minneapolis ahead of a big-time series at Coors Field.
Yeah, welcome to Banana Ball, Paxton. How about that legendary performance out of the pen? And what a thrill it is to get to broadcast these first 2 games this weekend here at Target Field on ESPN. The next time will be on the worldwide leader in sports next Saturday night from Coors Field. It'll be the final regular season game this year between the Indianapolis Clowns and the Savannah Bananas in the biggest baseball stadium that the greatest show in sports has ever gotten to play in.
And unsurprisingly, they were some pretty high-scoring games. Even saw showdown tiebreakers in that finale in Denver. It should be another great series.
The Loco Beach Coconuts have made their grand entrance here in front of over 39,000 fans. More pregame action just after this.
Because it is now time for the most storied tradition in all of Banana Ball. This tradition dates back to the very beginning in 2016. And since that fateful day, it has brought endless sums of good fortune for the Savannah Bananas. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to meet tonight's Banana Baby. This is Ethel. She is 4 months old, 14 pounds, and she has traveled all the way from Alaska to be here tonight. Keep your hands up, keep your spirit fingers wiggling, and the good vibes coming. And give it up one more time for our Banana Baby, Ethel.
Dudes and dudettes, now surfing to home plate from Minnesota and 6 years old. Give it up for Jared. We found Jared straight at Loco Beach. He's one of the strongest swimmers you will see. He will attempt to hit a home run off KJ Jackson. KJ looks in and makes the pitch. Oh, and he hit.
What a thrilling way to come back from commercial break. We've got this youngster flying around the bags. He's already halfway home. The Savannah Bananas trying everything they can defensively to get a tag on this youngster, but he has elite speed. Ryan Cox can't track him down as he gritties across home plate to the delight of the full capacity crowd here in Minneapolis.
Need more where that came from for Loco Beach. Scored 2 points last night. Let's add him to the beach.
What a showman, too. The gritty, really a cherry on top for that cat.
Let's get a look at our Banana Ball rules, brought to you by DQ.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League.
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field. Oh my goodness!
With the Equalizer Point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taken off for first, throw from Leroy in time.
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They can't caught it on the third point. We're doing a showdown.
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center. See you later.
Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big.
Gamer, let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
Thank you very much, virtual Jesse Cole. About 15 minutes until we get first pitch tonight. A reminder, this is the middle game of a 3-game set in Target Field, and what a pitching matchup we have for it. Kyle Lewis, 9 years as Banana, against Zach Smith, the collegiate Banana, back in 2022. This is maiden voyage in Banana Ball.
Let's talk about Zach Smith and those collegiate days, because tonight Zach Smith is starting at Target Field. Only in Banana Ball is there a pitcher starting in a big league venue who has never started in a college field before. Zach Smith ready for history. It'll be his 4th start with the Coconuts. Through 3, he hasn't allowed an earned run, so that 10.18 ERA has really primarily came from his time out of the bullpen, but Kyle Lewis has continued to shove.
Yeah, you get a look at Cowboy Kyle Lewis getting ready for this start. In his last 4 starts, an earned run average right at 3 for Cowboy Kyle. He has been dominant for the Nanners.
That is a man on a mission right now. We'll see what he can do tonight.
When you go up, down, jump around, pick up your own hands. Yeah, keep on putting in my ear. Tell me all the things that I wanna hear from you. It's what I like about 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 you. Come on, Minneapolis!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the cast of your Banana Ball teams playing here tonight. We'll start with us. We are your masters of ceremony. I am the young Professor Matt Grafer.
And I am CJ Kerwin.
Now let's meet the rest of our cast hanging out with us here tonight. First, they've been carrying our tune across the country from coast to coast, the world famous Banana Band.
Next up, we got the Wild Boys of Loco Beach, causing chaos all throughout the stadium. It's your Loco Beach Hooligans.
They are the greatest dad bod cheer squad to ever grace God's green earth. Give it up for the Bananas. She is Her Royal Majesty of Banana Land, the one and only Princess Putesia.
Welcome back into our 2026 Banana Ball World Tour pre-show presented by DQ. DQ, happy tastes good. Down on the field, the big unveiling of the Loco Beach Coconuts and Savannah Bananas entertainment cast. Such a big part of Banana Ball. And what a fun cast it is for Loco Beach here in their maiden voyage as a Banana Ball franchise. And I'm biased. I think Banana Ball is always must-see watch TV, but they're must-see watch TV. There's levels to it, though. And Sam Bauman chatting with Mark Crocco is as much-see as it gets. Good luck down there, SB.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Vico. As you said, here with Coach Crocco. Croc, yesterday, a real defensive battle, pitching duel to start off the game. Wheels come off a little bit towards the end. How do you get the guys re-energized, refocused for another big game here?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, we gave the guys the keys, and, with guys like Tanner Allen, Ben Parker, Gideon Ansel, I mean, I can go on and on. They are the ones that are the heartbeat of this thing, and every day I wake up, especially when we got a chance to come back, I know it's in good hands.
Talk about, is there extra pressure? Headlining MLB Stadium, first time done for the Coconuts. Is there a little bit on the mind maybe for the guys?
No, I think more gratitude than anything. You know, when you get opportunities to bring Banana Ball to Minneapolis for the first time, they've been in gratitude the whole way and just being them. So we are thankful for this opportunity, and they've ran right into this thing head first. And I expect us to come out tonight and give these fans a great show as always, but two great ball clubs on both sides, and just really proud of the product that Banana Ball is running out every day right now.
Real quick, Croc, how well does the beach fit here in Minnesota?
Better than I could have imagined. You know, we were joking, let's bring the beach to Minnesota. There's water all over the place. These guys are catching fish, you know, on our rehearsal day, and it's felt like home from the start.
Thank you for your time, Coach. And obviously, guys, Pico, like you said, that 7-2 scoreline doesn't reflect the vibes here, the energy this team has. Expecting a great game, too, out of Coach Crocco and the boys.
As am I, Sam. Thank you very much. Always great to hear from Crocco. That is an old soul right there, the leader of the Coconuts. He was at the helm of Banana Ball's developmental team, the Visitors, last year. Before that, the magnificent head coach at Erskine, where he has blessed us with so much Banana Ball talent and provided some heroes for the Nanners, winning back-to-back Pettit Cups their final 2 years in the CPL, especially looking at you, Drew Yanesta, Livon Reynoso, Armando Becerra. Everybody moving it and grooving it, following the lead of that youngster right there. This is one of the final steps in fan preparation to make sure that they are ready for the madness, the chaos, the undiluted fun that is the sport of Banana Ball. What a cool sight it is to see over 39,000 fans dancing, jumping, clapping in unison. Unique walk there from Jesse Cole. It's time to get even more fired up. The young professor will bless us with the hype intro.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 39,000 people here in the Twin Cities to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
Yeah, baby, it's time to meet the starting lineup.
When we come back, we'll get the starting lineups, and we will get first pitch here tonight.
Bananas third baseman number 4, Kyle J.J. Jackson. Coconuts left fielder number 10, Tanner Allen. Bananas DH number 19, Dan Oberst. Coconuts shortstop number 23, Dave Hoffman. Bananas right fielder number 2, Reese Superman Alexiades. The Coconuts right fielder number 18, Gideon Antle. Bananas left fielder number 15, we call him Rap, Robert Anthony Cruz. Behind the plate for the Coconuts, number 11, Ashby Biden. Behind the plate for the Bananas, the captain, number 1, Bill Leroy.
Welcome in everybody who just got to watch the Meadowlands Racetrack Wiener Dog Derby. Believe it or not, it's going to get even weirder from here. You are watching Banana Ball live on ESPN2. The Savannah Bananas and Loco Beach Coconuts being announced down on the field. Let's take a listen.
First baseman number 9, Max Young Goldberg. Coconuts extra hitter number 4, Brett Carson. Bananas second baseman number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. Coconuts second baseman number 1, Peyton Chatagnier. Extra hitter for the Bananas number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. Coconuts DH number 31, Grady Morgan. On the mound for the Savannah Bananas, number 12, Cowboy Kyle Louise. And on the mound for the Loco Beach Coconuts, number 19, Zach Smith. The Savannah Bananas are led by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Byron.
We're starting this broadcast here on ESPN2. We'll hop over to the ESPN once Lake Mary, Florida, and Clayton, North Carolina are done doing battle in Little League softball. But before we give you Banana Ball here on the Deuce, we've got to get you the rules to our young sport.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experience every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League!
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field. Oh my goodness!
With the Equalizer Point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taken off for first, throw from Leroy, in time!
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They can't caught it! On the third point! We're doing a showdown!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat, regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
Demolishes this. Deep to right, Grady Morgan. Hosley is gonna win the battle. Welcome into Banana Ball, live on ESPN2. It's a heavyweight battle. Round 2, electric boogaloo in this 3-game set between the first place Savannah Bananas and third place Loco Beach Coconuts. The Nanners 7-2 winners last night thanks to a 5-run top of the 8th inning. Let's get a look at the defense for Loco Beach, trying to even up this 3-game set. Left to right in their outfield, Tanner Allen, Ben Parker, Gideon Antel. In the infield, third to first, J.D. Urso. Sal Jacobo is the designated fielder, so you'll only see him on defense. Peyton Chatanier, then Jordan Brewer to round out the infield. Behind the dish, it's Ashby Bynum.
Yeah, and Loco Beach has 2 of the top 4 tricksters in the league. Jordan Brewer and Sal Jacobo. We're looking to see Jacobo hit the century mark here tonight, just 2 shy. J.D. Urso chasing down 40 tricks in his rookie campaign, but it's all about inducing that kind of contact for Zach Smith on the rubber. When Smith has started this season, 7 innings of work, 3 minutes and 30 seconds per half inning. He's yet to allow an earned run, just 1 ball for sprint to his 10 strikeouts, but he has a hardy lineup to go against that Sporting Yellow and Navy.
We get that lineup thanks to our friends over at PNC Bank. At the top, as per usual, it is DR Meadows, then Kyle Jackson, Dan Oberst. Cleaning it up, it's Reese Alexiadis, Robert Anthony Cruz, a pair of ball 4 sprints in the late innings last night, driving in 3. Then Bill Leroy, Ryan Cox, Max Young Goldberg, Jackson Olsen, and Danny Hosley at the bottom of the order, the home run hitter for the Bananas last night.
Yeah, and again, this lineup is really starting to find its footing, especially Alexiadis and Cruz in the 4 and 5 spots. They combined for 4 runs batted in last night for the Bananas. Their bats were quite instrumental.
Zach Smith, the former collegiate Savannah Banana, ready to rumble. But before that, we're going to get ourselves a whole song and dance. Welcome to Banana Ball.
Making it fun, not making excuses. Out in the crowd, it's getting loud, ready to lose it. Put your hands past where the roof is. Come and take that ride, gonna change your life. Are you ready? Are you ready? Leave the world behind, gonna blow your mind. Are you ready? Are you ready? You know we came to play, no we don't play around. I think we just changed the game, that's what we all about. We gonna be showing up, we gonna be showing out. With a 3 and a 2 and a 1, the show starts now.
How about the magic of Minnesota? We're spawning
Let's hear
Jesse
it for our
Coles here in
show
Target
kids,
Field.
Camden and Tyson.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Banana Ball, we start the clock. And at Loco Beach, every game begins with a wave. So Minneapolis, I'm gonna need your help creating the biggest wave this stadium has ever seen. Starting in right field, a wave right here in right field on my count. In 3, 2, 1, wave! Showtime!
What a scene. Only the second time that the Savannah Bananas get to experience a Loco Beach Coconuts show. It starts with Waterworks. It will get wilder from here as DR Meadows, that .333 batting average you see. Second best for qualified hitters on the Bananas. They're 3 best in that department, slated to face Zach Smith to open this up, who's got a 2-1 count on the doctor.
One thing's for certain, when you're playing these Loco Beach Coconuts, you can expect to get wet. Vincent Chapman, the dancing umpire, using an umbrella because there's 6 high-powered water cannons behind the plate.
It's a guy who has learned from experience, as Meadows not fooled on the 2-2 breaking ball, running the count full. Always one of the toughest guys in the sport to strike out as he bounces this to Urso. Behind the back transfer, rather. And how about that? Both games here in Minneapolis start with an Urso trick play.
And a front flip from the Ninja umpire to boot. It's trick play number 40 for J.D. Urso on his rookie campaign. Exactly how last night started. Loco Beach getting the train on the tracks early.
And you've seen them up their trick play tallies over the past couple of months. It has been because they moved J.D. Urso into that full-time third base role. He has been an impact player defensively. And here's an impact batter for the Bananas, Kyle Jackson. They are third-year superstar in a 2-0 count.
Just like David Ray was ahead of him. Kyle Jackson, line drive, single, what a way to open up our night here on ESPN. We welcome in everybody who was watching Little League Softball. What an honor it is for back-to-back nights here in Minneapolis to be on the worldwide leader in sports. 3 batters into this ball game. Dan Oberst, the Banana Ball tour leader with his 400 batting average. We'll watch Kyle Jackson take off from first. The throw from Ashby Vining, not in time. In fact, it ricochets off of Chatanier. And KJ, a remarkable 12 for 13 in his stolen base tries, now in his second full tour.
Well, I applaud what Peyton Chatanier did, holding that tag on Kyle Jackson to make him think he still had that banana ball and keep KJ at just 1 base still. Sal Jacobo, designated fielder, doing a nice job playing back up as Smith jumps ahead of Oberst 1-2.
Bounding ball, Urso. Quick transition, scoop from Brewer just in time to get the speedy Oberst.
Huge for the mental of J.D. Urso to get him in this ball game this early. Last night he was picked off on the bases in a really timely spot. Here he has good field to go for a trick play on the first ball in play. Never a chance here, just a laser beam across the infield for out number 2.
Now Reese Alexiadis with KJ still at second base. Super Reese, couple knocks last night. They came in the 7th and 8th innings. Bananas scored 3 and 5 runs respectively, en route to the 7-2 win.
Yeah, wound up with his first multi-hit game since June 27th against the Party Animals in Eugene, Oregon. Alexiadis hoping to stay hot as he lifts this one into the stands, and the fans are unable to make a play here against Super Reese.
The 1-2. Pro take. For those just joining us, this is the middle game of a 3-game set in Target Field. Over 39,000 fans on hand for a second straight night. As this is a clunker the opposite way. Diver from Zach Smith, but there's going to be no play. Infield single for Alexiadis.
You see the frustration flare from Zach Smith. He's aware that's not a ball he has to dive to. Jordan Brewer, the tricky first baseman, likely gets there on his own if Smith is covering the bag. Instead, it extends the inning for the Coconut starter.
That's adrenaline getting the better of Zach Smith, but this is a guy who played a lot of infield when he was in high school. He was recruited as a 2-way guy, and now you see Smith with an erratic throw that will plate Kyle Jackson. So Smith, following a play that he didn't necessarily have to make for Loco Beach, winds up with a wild pitch, and it's an early run for the Savannah Bananas.
They did not push a run across until the Danny Hosley solo home run in the top of the 4th last night, leading to their first point earned. Remember, every inning is worth a point in Banana Ball. As it's 2 balls and a strike on Robert Anthony Cruz here in his 3rd tour. Make it 3-1 on a patient rack. Not something we're used to for the veteran. He earned a pair of ball 4 sprints last night, drove in 3 runs on them, and starts his 2nd game of this series with another ball 4 sprint. Alexiadis will score easily. Cruz parks it at first as all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher touch the ball, making it live.
You want to talk about these Bananas simply having the Coconuts number this season. Entering this start, Zach Smith had yet to allow an earned run when starting on the hill. Here, 2 quick ones in the first inning for the Bananas, brings up Bill Leroy.
And here's something that we touched in the pregame show today. We mentioned the Coconuts this season have given up more sprints than the strikeouts that they have claimed against the Savannah Bananas. That is holding true as Leroy dribbles this to Jacobo, and he glove whips it behind his back to Peyton Chatagnier. So the Coconuts still able to nab 2 trick plays here in the top of the first.
Beautifully done. Sal Jacobo, trick play number 99 for the party animal turned Coconut. He has been a face of consistency at short, but the Bananas take the lead early.
And welcome inside. He's the statistical savant of Banana Ball, Josh Chalevsky. This is AJ Swiatek, the voice of the Loco Beach Coconuts. I am Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your Saturday night with us. The Bananas looking for a series victory tonight. Of course, the Coconuts trying to solve the namesake of the sport. They're only 1-6 against Savannah so far this year, and they are behind the 8 ball early. We'll take a look at the Bananas defensive alignment brought to you by Dave & Buster's. Left to right in their outfield, it's Rack, DR, and Super Reese. Third to first in the infield, KJ, Cox, Olsen, and then Alex Ziegler, the designated fielder. With the backstop for the Nanners, Bill Leroy.
Well, AJ, you mentioned it. Sal Jacobo's trying to get to that century mark. So is the glove magician, Ryan Cox, and he is trying to do it for a 4th straight World Tour for the Savannah Bananas. Meanwhile, Alex Ziegler, their designated fielder over at first, looking to reach 80 for the first time ever in his career.
And in the middle of it all, it's Kyle Lewicks, the 9-year Banana, the longest tenured player on the team, alongside his battery mate, Bill Leroy. They go back all the way to playing D2 baseball at the University of North Georgia together, and boy has Kyle been fantastic since the start of June here, back in a starter's role.
Yeah, he has been phenomenal. A 3 ERA across his last 4 starts for the Savannah Bananas, and 9th in the Banana Ball Championship League in strikeout rate this season.
Good a gander at the Loco Beach Coconuts starting lineup, brought to you by PNC Bank. What a top 3 it is. Ben Parker, Tanner Allen, Dane Toughlin. Those are some video game batting averages, and it really doesn't slouch much once you get to the cleanup spot. Gideon Antel, Ashby Vining, Jordan Brewer, the heart of the lineup, fearsome as well, with J.D. Urso, Brett Carson, Peyton Chatagnier, and Grady Morgan to round it out.
Really hard to find any holes in this lineup here at Loco Beach. Whether you're using a plastic shovel from the Dollar Tree or an industrial one, it's going to be hard to dig your way out of any deficit against this offense. It's headlined by Ben Parker, the muscular man headed to the plate with a .508 on-base percentage in his rookie year.
That's the best in the sport right there. Can't find a better table setter in the entirety of Banana Ball. Was held hitless last night, but a pair of ball 4 sprints. Reached 2 out of his 4 plate appearances. Can't ask for anything more than that. Brings him up to 25 sprints to pace the Coconuts here in his rookie season. And the 7th pick in the inaugural Banana Ball player draft last November. Fastball called, strike 3. You do not see Ben Parker strike out looking very often. That's only his 15th K overall this season. It's a guy 1.8 sprint to strikeout ratio, 3rd best in the sport coming in tonight.
Yeah, awfully surprising for Parker, and you see Bill Leroy, a little pound in the mitt, wanting it on that outside corner. Cowboy Kyle caught it perfectly. And it was a weekend to go. That cutter was playing really well for Cowboy Kyle. That's a pitch he is going to lean on a lot tonight against these Loco Beach Coconuts.
Brings him to 310 career strikeouts, 2 shy of Jared Donaldson for the all-time lead. You know he's trying to track down his former teammate in Donnie. And another very tough man to K right here in Tanner Allen.
Bingo. If it's uncommon to see a Ben Parker strikeout looking, it's a true rarity to see TA do it. The league leader in hits has only struck out looking 3 times this year, and he's daring Lewicks to throw a strike.
Shrinking the zone. That one does get it, though. Tanner Allen telling Vincent Chapman it was above my eyes. Vincent countering that the manipulated strike zone was not legit. As Allen swats this the opposite way. Another opportunity for the fans. And it's a foul out to the fans. Perfect snag. TA retired.
That is unbelievable because he was animated in the batter's box trying to implore the fans and wave them, do not catch it. That was certainly tough for the folks over there along the third base and left field side. But that is a tremendous play and the second fan out in this series.
And that's a DQ shake snag. The fan who caught the foul ball won free DQ for her row, and you can earn your own rewards by scanning this QR code to download the DQ app. And how about that? Back-to-back foul outs to the fans. Unbelievable. And the Nanners lead 1-0.
And they both brought gloves. That's what you got to do when you come to a banana ball game. The leather being put on display in Minneapolis has come to play.
We talk so much about defense here in banana ball, specifically with trick plays from our defenders. But how about the defense from the folks here in Minneapolis? Cowboy Kyle Lewings, a big smile on his face, loving what he's seeing as the Bananas lead early 1-0.
My Lanta, YouTube, I hope that you've been holding on to your butts, because that's a crazy way to start this ball game. Oh, look at this! We get to do it again! Send us your photos, round 2, you know what it is. Electric Boogaloo! You can see at the collection that myself, AJ Josh, and Jose Cheito Benitez, voice of Banana Ball and Espanol, have presented. These are just suggestions of what you can do if you've got Loco Beach Coconuts, Savannah Bananas gear, any teams in the Banana Ball universe. That certainly would help your selfies get on ESPN tonight.
Your only limit is your imagination. All you guys have to do is scan this QR code, completely free for you guys to do. And if you've got a hot dog at home, please feel free to emulate what I decided to send in today.
Maybe don't emulate what I did. Clearly, you want to send in pictures wearing green shirts. No, you don't. You don't. But spread love, spread joy. YouTube, we love you guys. And, you know, maybe I've got to get a different jacket. I'm starting to see through myself.
I do love what's happening. Welcome back into Banana Ball Live on ESPN. One heart-thumping inning in the books. The Bananas push across a pair of runs, and then thanks to a pair of foul-outs to the fans to take care of Tanner Allen and Dane Tothland, the Savannah Bananas lead 1-0. We only saw one foul-out to the fans in the entirety of last night, and then on a 3-pitch span, we see a pair of them here in our first inning of action in the middle match in this 3-game set. Ryan Cox slaps this the opposite way. Another chance for the fans. No catch in the second deck. It's Cox, then Max Young Goldberg, and Jackson Olsen. 7, 8, and 9 in the order due to swing it against Zach Smith. His first 7 innings pitched across 3 starts in his young Banana Ball career. He had not allowed an earned run. Both runs against him in the first of the earned variety, so that streak is broken. Trying to rebound and put up a 0 here, 3-2. Another opportunity for the full capacity crowd. And another catch! Oh, this is ridiculous! 3 straight batters have fouled out to the fans here at Target Field.
Oh my goodness. Banana Ball history really like we've never seen. I mean, off the top of my head, I cannot think of another scenario where the fans have caught it 3 straight times in our sports history. The folks in Minneapolis, they could be hunting a single-game record tonight.
How about a trio of gloves, too? Absolutely love to see it. Worth noting, on a more serious note, with Zach Smith up to 34 pitches, there is early action. Loco Beach has Brett Carson, the two-way player, getting hot in the bullpen.
Max Young Goldberg, a 2-2 count, hoping he's not the 4th straight victim of the over 39,000 fans on hand here for this battle. as that's called strike 3. Beautiful backdoor bender from Smith for his first punch here.
Let me take you back in the time machine a little bit. Zach Smith against Jackie Bradley Jr., who plays this sport of banana ball, offered 3 straight fastballs and got 3 straight strikes for a punch out. He said his confidence from that moment has never been higher. That may not help. The defense behind him watches it rip through like a knife, just gets by Jacobo on a steamroller to short, and Jackson Olsen's aboard.
But here's the thing, that is a high level of difficulty trick play try, and with 2 outs, nobody on, I'm not going to fault Sal Jacobo for trying to get really aggressive and collect a really impressive trick play for what would have been number 100. You know, a guy like Sal, he wants to do it in style.
He is an artist when it comes to trick plays. Here in his second tour, Bryce Grozaffi gets some well-deserved attention from Smith. Grozaffi is the Bananas' designated runner. It means he can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. As Hosley tempts fate. No, was it caught? It was! Holy moly! Danny Hosley fouls out to the fans. It's the 4th foul out to the fans through an inning and a half. Holy banana ball, Batman! Unbelievable snag.
The folks that we have here on the field are, because it is a date night here in the Twin Cities. And so it's time for a good old-fashioned, passionate kiss-off. We have 3 couples. They're going to do a little bit of smooching, and you, the fans, are going to have to decide who did it the best. Let's go ahead and meet our first couple here. What are your names, guys? Juliana and Luke. Luke. All right, Juliana and Luke. Juliana, how long have you guys been together?
We've been together for 1 year.
Married for 1 year, Juliana and Luke. All right, well, show us a little passionate young love. Let's see it. Wow. Needs work, guys. Needs a little bit of work. I'm not going to lie to you. We'll keep moving. Our next couple, what are your names, guys?
Taylor.
Taylor and Eric. And Taylor, how long have you two been together?
11 years married today.
Hey, an 11-year anniversary. Well, Eric, Taylor, happy anniversary. Show us a little celebration here. Oh. Good night in that household, if I do say so. All right, that's Eric and Taylor. And our final couple, what are your names, guys?
Melinda.
Melinda and Bill. And Melinda, how long have you two been married?
Well, we've been together 51 years.
51 years. Well, show us what a little experience looks like, will you? Oh! Come on now. There's children now.
We are on a historic pace when it comes to foul outs to fans so far tonight here in Minneapolis. Through an inning and a half, 4 foul outs to the fans. That's the 4th. All of them to folks with gloves, and it's been 2 against each team.
And the fans are certainly hunting that single game record of 6. We saw it twice last year in Richmond, Virginia, and Chicago in Rate Field. But Target Field, who knows? It could be the site for some more really special stuff here in our young sport.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Young.
I've got us on a pace for 24 foul outs to the fans tonight.
Seems, by my math, maybe a little unsustainable, but I'm rooting for them. I am.
Gideon Antel cannot hold up. The appeal down to Seth Markham. Goes against the rookie out of Licking, Missouri. 10th round draft pick for the Coconuts. He has been superb. There's a reason he's in the cleanup spot here. 3.45 slash line, which means the batting average above 300, OBP above 400, slug above 500. And Robert Anthony Cruz, oh my goodness, it's the Iron Lotus! trick play from Rack.
The debut of a brand new trick play in our sport. You look at the reaction from Cowboy Kyle Lewis. He is absolutely mesmerized.
That might be the trick play of the year. I have never seen anything like that on a baseball field.
You've got everybody outside of the Bananas dugout. They've got their hands on their heads. Biko, you've got it as well. And the Coconuts down there, they're all tipping their caps, helmets, whatever they have on. It has been a while since we saw everybody mind blown like that.
We rate our trick plays on a difficulty scale of 1 to 3 stars. I feel like we might have to expand it to 4.
Did it break the scale? Holy smokes.
Well, the barehanded backflip catch from Rack center fielder DR Meadows, which he has pulled off twice, was the best trick play in Banana Ball history. That is now up for debate. Gotta catch my breath up here. Ashby Vining, snagged by Cox, 360, whipping it between the legs. Ziegler there to dig it out. And the glove magician pulling the Bananas even. 2 trick plays apiece with Loco Beach.
Yeah, it's just a phenomenal play by Ryan Cox. The wherewithal to still transfer between the legs while fielding that up the middle. And a wise decision by Alex Ziegler. Just making sure. I mean, he could try and add on a trick play of his own over there at first base, but wanting to make sure he can get the out there for the Bananas, as right now Lewigs is rolling.
5 up, 5 down to start Cowboy Kyle's night. He's got to get through Jordan Brewer now, who's behind 2 balls and no strikes. Speaks to the talent level of Banana Ball. That Brewer, a 3rd-round draft pick by the Houston Astros in 2019, was a 4th-round draft pick in the Banana Ball player draft. Former Big Ten Player of the Year. He has taken the sport by storm. Hitting .293, his 43 runs driven in, 3rd best in the sport. Just one behind his teammate Dane Toughlin to tie for 2nd most. As he gives DR Meadows a chance to respond. David Ray, what do you say? Backflip catch? No. Ball snuck out of the glove. And the Coconuts still draw breath here in the bottom of the 2nd.
It's a timely trick play miss that's going to extend the inning. Before that, you mentioned it, Kyle Lewigs, 5 up, 5 down with 2 trick plays behind him and 2 foul outs to the fans. I'm still trying to catch my breath and gather my words. Absolutely unbelievable.
Still going to time to be screwing with everybody's concentration. Come on, Gilly. It'll be fun. Oh, what the heck. This whole season's been crazy anyway. Leroy!
Lewigs checks the runner. Throws to first, not in time. Quick move to first. Oh, the ball gets by Ziegler. Ziggy can't find the ball. It's on the railing up the line. Here comes Reese coming in from right. The runner heads to 2nd. He may go for 3rd. Wait a minute. He's actually staying at first. The ball never left Kyle's hand. He had it the whole time.
Jordan Brewer wise to the shenanigans.
You told me that was gonna
Ken
work.
Griffey Jr. was not as lucky. But of course, Jordan had the advantage of watching Little Big League, seeing where the kid goofed up, making sure he is not retired. A triple tip from Alexiadis to the doctor, into the cap. A double bow. On the back end of a double trick play. And Kyle Lewis picks up his defense. Still a 1-0 Bananas lead through 2 innings.
Finish that song, but let's make it a competition. CJ, who do you got over on that side?
I'm on top of the first base dugout, representing the entire right field side. And I got a feeling that this side is the loudest side.
Yeah, you may have all of first base and right field, but I got the entire third base side and all of left field right here. And we call this the winning section. First song, here we go. Oh, this is our jam.
Oh, great start. That first point's going to the third base and left field side. Next song. Great job. You guys sound so good tonight. That point goes to the first base and right field side. We are tied. That means this song is for the win. Here we go.
Here we go.
To the top of the third inning we go here between the Savannah Bananas and Loco Beach Coconuts in Minneapolis. And all you have to do to get your selfies on ESPN, hey, that's our EP, Josh Richardson, he did it. Scan the QR code, bottom left corner of your screen, and you can be just like Jay Rich. And everybody should grow up aspiring to be like Jay Rich.
Whoa, Pico Scala!
That's awesome. Thank you so much to the fans who snuck me onto ESPN. It's a dream come true.
Man, you looked great.
I
That was an
appreciate
awesome
that.
angle of you.
Oh, thank you. Been working on that pose my whole life. Top of the order for the Bananas. Mark Crocco goes to his bullpen. So Zach Smith goes once through the lineup. Gives up a couple runs in the first. It leads to the Bananas winning the inning and earning the point. Gets a couple foul outs to the fans with the strikeout in the second inning and gives way to dual threat Brett. Brett Carson, the kid out of Asheville, Ohio, was on the Texas Tailgaters last year, snagged in the 8th round by the Coconuts here in their inaugural season. He's been doing a lot more of swinging the lumber as of late. He is a phenomenally talented pitcher as well.
He's going to do both here tonight, and I think it speaks volumes to how deep this Loco Beach pitching staff is. This was the Texas Tailgaters closer last season, now being used in a relief role. He got him and froze him. Brett Carson shakes the hips. He came out of the bullpen on a mission. After 3 misses, he hits the mark. Crocco has the signature celebration for the coach, and now we've got a special moment coming from Kyle KJ Jackson. I know I don't want to miss it.
Give it up for Ryan and Sharpay. Now batting,
I
number
don't know
4,
what that was,
Kyle.
but I enjoyed it.
Not a High School Musical guy?
No, I was not. I did not grow up with cable television. We'll ask KJ about it. We'll have him mic'd up in the bottom of this inning. It was his one-out single that kick-started the 2-run rally in the top of the first. 1 for 4 with an RBI knock and a run scored last night as well. It was right in the middle of Bananas offense waking up in the 7th and 8th innings last night. Able to hold off the high heat ahead. 3 balls, no strikes. And right down the chute. Still KJ's count.
I think he's really helped the Bananas unlock a little bit more with their offense. He's so good at getting on base. Makes sense. You want to, you know, in these analytically minded days, try and put your best hitter second in the order. They've certainly decided to do that with Kyle Jackson, definitely their best all-around player. Good speed, good contact, good power. And you see Kyle Jackson putting up a nice fight against Carson. This one shot into the stands, and the fans can't catch their 5th foul ball.
It's a battle between Buckeye State guys right here. KJ, Bowling Green's finest. Tomahawks that over to first. Brewer flipping it under his legs to Carson. Just barely able to win the foot race.
I'm really impressed with how he won that battle against KJ as well. That's back-to-back batters that Brett Carson fell behind 3-0 against and is able to retire. It's been the MO for dual threat Brett this season. He's issued 12 ball 4 sprints as opposed to just his 8 strikeouts. When he's able to get in the zone, he gets contact like that. It helps Jordan Brewer to get another trick play.
Well, I think he's starting to find his rhythm for Loco Beach. His last 5 innings, he's got an earned run average at 3.6 for this squad, and the tour average ERA is over 6 this season. So to see those numbers for Carson really shows you he's throwing the ball pretty well.
Banana ball is a hitter's sport, and not many guys hitting the ball like Dan Oberst. With the ground out to third to open his night, he is dipped below 400, now at 398, still pacing the tour. Here in his 8th year as a Savannah Banana, 5th year in professional banana ball after 3 summers as a collegiate nanner, winning the Pettit Cup in his swan song in the CPL. And he looks like he fouled out to the fans. Vincent Chapman is saying yes, Seth Markham said no, but the home plate umpire overrules his first base counterpart, and it happens to Dan Oberst again, a tour-leading 9th foul out to the fans this year.
And a new single-season banana ball record, breaking what Bloomer did in 2023. My goodness, one away from tying history. It's time to go down to the field for our Bananas foster family of the game.
400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. Look around. That is enough to fill Target Field 10 times with the amount of children currently experiencing foster care. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Surchek family. Amanda and Emil both experienced foster care in their youth. They decided to become licensed foster parents to be able to provide the foster home that they needed when they were growing up. They focus on providing a loving and trauma-informed home to children in need. And over the last 4 years, they have welcomed 37 children and teens into their home. Fans, please help us celebrate the Surchek family for making a difference right here in your community.
That is what Banana Ball is all about right there. Another massive shout out to Amanda and Emil, superheroes in the foster care community. And shout out Gabe as well with the assist on the mic halfway through the announcement.
Twins Community Fund with this weekend's 50-50 raffle. You want tickets for this 3-day combined jackpot? Find anybody in the ballpark selling them or at any kiosk throughout. Now, ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to section 332 and get those hands clapping. It's the world famous Banana Band.
To close the top of the third inning, the fans here in Minneapolis caught their 5th foul ball for an out in this game so far, which means they are 1 away from tying Richmond, Virginia, and Chicago, Illinois for the most foul balls caught for outs in a Banana Ball game.
All 5 fans brought their gloves to the ballpark, and quickly they've made their impact felt. We've got one of the best gloves in the sport on the mic on the hot corner. Kyle KJ Jackson, how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Big bat flip from Brett Carson. We just saw him on the mound throw up a 0. Now that's why he's called dual threat. Brett, he gets it done with the stick as well, a single to right.
Here you go, Kyle.
KJ, fantastic. Second full season in the sport for you. We just saw the specialty walk-up. How do you balance the theatrics of Banana Ball, which we'll get a good look at here on the 3-2-2 pitch, with, you know, the competition of the sport, which you're here for?
Honestly, I didn't even know I was doing that walk-up. They just told me to act confused, and I didn't know I was going to get mic'd up either. They just threw the mic at me and said, here you go, KJ. So I'm here. I just kind of roll with it. That's what I do. Everything's off the cuff with me.
How about this? That's a really unique 3-2-2 from Olsen, Cox, and Lewis. Veterans of the pre-pitch dances, as Kyle can't execute on the cutter. So Peyton Chatagnier ahead 2-0.
And KJ, I think it's worth saying you have avoided the fans successfully so far when it comes to fouling out. How is that making you feel so far? Are you nervous for the next AB?
Are you talking about today foul out?
Yes. Yes.
I'll say I fouled out a couple times this year. No, I'm not scared to foul out to a fan, no.
Right, most notably the final out in Game 1 in Wrigley Field. What does a moment like that feel like for you?
Don't remember.
Smart. Like literally, you do not remember.
No,
I
don't even remember what I ate for breakfast yesterday.
That's really impressive. First trouble here for your man on the mound, Lewis. Inning-winning run on second base, and Grady Morgan, who homered his last plate appearance. That was in the bottom of the 8th last night. He has a ball and a strike on him.
Last time we saw Grady Morgan just last night was a home run to right in the 8th inning. One here would tie the game.
He cranks it.
Heads up.
Foul.
I'm telling you, these fans in like the close sections, they have their gloves, they're ready. If a foul ball goes through there, they're not even looking.
There's so much to look at in Banana Ball.
They don't even see it.
It's a good problem to have. Big
Good
swing and a miss.
It's a great pitch.
KJ, what's it like playing with guys like Kyle and Bill, who have been here for 9 years now, as we're going to get a look at specialty walk-up from Ben Parker.
Kyle's the best pitcher in the world. Bill's the best hitter in the world. They're the best combo in the world, so it's an honor to be able to play with both of them. They're like my my captains. Those are my dogs. I love them.
The walk-up started with Caden Bowler. Oh, there's our guy.
That's good. Mess with Caden Bowler and he'll turn into a man who is jacked.
Jeez.
Hulk smash from Penn Parker.
Yeah, the whole rage is no joke, folks. I mean, it is unbelievable what Ben Parker has been able to do with his body.
I got you. Yep.
You think you'll look like that someday, KJ?
Man, heck no. I don't want to.
I know.
I'm a cat, not a dog.
So back to the top of the order. A jerseyless and green Ben Parker trying to bring in the inning-winning run. Brett Carson leads off second. Right back up the chute. Playable for DR.
Good play. Come on, Kyle, let's go.
Well struck, but out number 2.
Yeah, good work from Cowboy Kyle so far. In the jam, 2 on, no outs. Now 2 quick outs. KJ, you had a front row seat last night. The Bananas were excellent, just working themselves out of jams, especially defensively. What do you chalk up as the success in last night's victory there?
I would say,
right to you. Hey!
What count that?
On the mic, KJ! Getting Ludes out of trouble.
Conviction, and these guys know their worth. They know who they are. They put in the work. Kyle's a dog. That's how you get out of the jam. That boy.
Thank you, KJ.
About me, but before I was a host, I actually worked at a finance department. And with some of our bigger clients, we had a term that we would use, and that was liquidate your assets. And that inspired a game that we want to play with all of you right now called Liquidate Your Assets. I'm joined here with Jason and Justin, and these are their assets. Feast your eyes, Minneapolis, on these assets. Now, here's how this game is going to work. They are going to be running into these buckets where they'll be dipping their assets in said buckets. They'll be then running to their wives, who will be dumping a bucket of water on top of them, and then they will be falling into the kiddie pool by home. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to liquidate these assets. You're throwing the balloons. In 3, 2, 1, throw those balloons. All right, they're off. They're off. Now who's going to dump their asset first in the bucket? Jason and Justin are tied at the moment. Their wives carrying the bucket must dump it on those assets. It's asset and asset. It's Justin. Justin officially fully liquidated his asset. Everybody, one more time for Justin.
Now batting, number 2.
And that, everybody, is how you liquidate your assets in banana ball. A little different than the typical terminology. Already a 3rd pitcher for the Loco Beach Coconuts here in our 4th inning of action. Keegan James takes over for Brett Carson.
James has some filthy stuff in his arsenal. This is a longtime Colorado Rockies farmhand. Was roommates with tomorrow's starter for the Coconuts, Will Etheridge, in the Rockies system. James throws harder than any Coconut. He's got stuff that drops off the table. For him, it's been all about command for his career.
Chance for the fans. That was a big league pop, though. I would have been shocked if it was caught. So Reese Alexiadis will get another pitch. Single and a run scored back in the 2-run first for the Bananas, leading to their lone point and the lone point in this ballgame so far. Oh my gosh, right over our heads. Perfect direction for Jose Chito Benitez, the voice of Banana Ball and Espanol, but just a little bit too much distance, right above his noggin. And a pro take from Super Reese to even up the count at 2-2.
Well, the ABs have just looked more and more disciplined for Alexiadis since moving into the cleanup hole. He's reached base in 4 straight contests for the Savannah Bananas. That was run the count full against James, and it's exactly what you were talking about, AJ. Command certainly can be spotty for Keegan James.
He gives up the ball for a sprint to open up his night. Alexiadis has great wheels, but he will put it in reverse after rounding first base. Coconuts get it through the infield and outfield in short order.
Well, for Keegan James, you've also got to think, right? He's only thrown 17 innings this season. This is a guy removed from affiliated baseball where he was used to seeing near triple digits. So it's not the workload he's used to. Still trying to find his foot under him with less of a sample size. So it's hard to get yourself into that same groove. But when James is at his best, there's a reason Mark Crocco raced in the card to pick him in the inaugural player draft.
Alexiadis off on the first pitch. Vining's throw in time. Quick tag from Jacobo. And Alexiadis gunned down for only the second time in 15 stolen base attempts this year.
And that's how you help Keegan James on the mound. Ashby Vining looking like anything but a rookie in his campaign behind the plate. He gets it done with the lumber. Here, it's the rocket of an arm that catches a speedster en route to second base. And look what it does for confidence. Quick 0-2 spot now against Robert Anthony Cruz.
Watches the bender drift below the knees. I was talking to Keegan before the game today, and he said he honestly didn't realize how legitimate banana ball was. He kind of thought he was joining the circus this year, and then he's like, oh, this is just more pro baseball. Jacobo flipping it between the legs. Oh, Brewer behind the back, a double trick play for Sal. It is 100 on the season.
100 trick plays for the Salamander. The magical shortstop gets it done in style, and that one can be written in ink. Beautifully done from Jacobo. He goes between the legs, off platform throw, and you can put a postage stamp on that double trick play.
Jesse Cole, what do you got for us?
Now batting number 1, Bill LaRoy.
Of course, we could not play banana ball in Minneapolis without paying homage to Prince.
I think all that's missing for Bill LaRoy is a ruffled shirt to go underneath that purple jacket.
That and maybe the greatest Super Bowl halftime performance of all time, but he's close.
That's the greatest opening track to any album, in my humble opinion. I love Let's Go Crazy.
Never a better time to shout out Professor James Gordon Williams, who led me through the music of Prince, the greatest class I took at Syracuse University.
Unreal.
What a treat that was. You see that high-powered fastball from Keegan James. He's ahead 1-2 here on the Bananas co-captain. This one flared foul. The fans say it's caught. It is caught. Who else but Bill LaRoy, the 9-year nanner, to foul out to the fans, the 6th victim of the fans here in Target Field tonight.
And Jesse Cole down there on the field, letting the folks know they have already tied the record. Just 3.5 innings into
What a snag by that youngster. We're not even halfway through the ball game. We've already got banana ball history.
Clap those hands. Get those arms waving. Keep it going. Now keep it clapping as we shuffle. You guys look good. Now let me hear you sing it. One more time. You guys are amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Welcome back into Banana Ball live on ESPN. 3.5 innings are behind us, and we already have 6 foul outs to the fans, which ties the single game record here in the 463rd Banana Ball game ever played. Minneapolis, Minnesota, you have pulled even with Richmond, Virginia, and Chicago, Illinois. Both those games came on last year's tour. Both of them had the Texas tailgaters in them, against the Bananas in Chicago, against the Firefighters in Richmond. No tailgaters in sight here in the City of Lakes. The Loco Beach Coconuts in their first year of existence in Banana Ball, first time headlining a series in a big league park. This is the middle game of a 3-game set, and currently they are being stifled by the veteran Cowboy Kyle Lewis, co-captain with his battery mate Bill Leroy. He's kept one of the best offenses in the sport off the board through 3 innings and off balance with cutters like that as Dane Toughlin, the 3-hole hitter, fouled out to the fans his first time. A part of the history, flails and misses at the big looping curveball. And he is strikeout victim number 3 for Lewis tonight, who is up to 312 Ks on his career, tying him with Jared Donaldson for the most in Banana Ball history.
I mean, all the stuff has looked fantastic for Cowboy Kyle yet again, and he's working pretty quick as well. Amidst all the entertainment and these moments that we've been supplied, mainly from the fans, Kyle still hasn't thrown an inning longer than 3 minutes and 3 seconds tonight.
Pitched around a trick play missed in the second, pitched around back-to-back singles in the third. Sets his sights on Gideon Antel, who hit into the Iron Lotus from Robert Anthony Cruz and left his first time. Fair ball, KJ across the diamond, scoop from Ziegler, no. Couldn't stick it. Good hustle from the Ant-Man to reach on the error.
That's teach tape. That's exactly why you give it a hard 90 up the line. That's a play we're used to seeing KJ and Ziegler make in their sleep. But Gideon Antel ran as hard as he could, and it pays dividends. Now there's a runner on, and Ashby Vining, one of the most powerful bats at the beach, can tie this thing up with a single stab.
Tricky one for our official scorer. Luckily, he's one of our color commentators as well. The statistical savant of Banana Ball, Josh Talevsky, your verdict?
I'm going to be honest, looking at it on replay, I'm leaning on Ziegler here over at first base.
I agree. He had an error last night as well as a trick play missed as This one is skied to right, and Super Reese tipping it twice to the bare hand of Meadows, throwing over to first. Not in time. Good hustle from Antel to get back there.
The Ant-Man just runs like his hair's on fire. The way that he moves makes you feel some type of way. It's invigorating.
I wouldn't just say it's the way he runs. That's just the way he plays banana ball.
Yes.
We've talked so much. He's not here with us this weekend, but Ty Jackson is the energy guy for the Savannah Bananas. I think it's pretty fair to say Gideon Antel has been that for Loco Beach this season.
Well, I spent last night with Gideon, and he said, looking internally, he feels like the spark plug for this team. When he plays well, he knows that it's what puts the team over the hump, and it comes with his playing style with so much heart, always a smile, and always just such a care for the game.
Jordan Brewer comes up empty on the slider and rolls over the cutter. So he's behind 1-2. He reached on the aforementioned trick play missed. There's a backflip catch attempt from Meadows back in the second inning. But Crocco, head coach of Loco Beach, hamming it up, trying to figure out where he's going to hurl that banana ball. Oh, a nice snag by a kid off camera. Souvenir City. Back to our regularly scheduled programming, the 1-2. Popped for the fans. This is very catchable. No catch. Underneath us, had to wait for the response from the 39,000 fans, plus players, staff, umpires, to figure out what happened there. Ryan Cox, backhanded, no. It'll be a rare E6 on the glove magician. You know, he was thinking about the trick play to come, but we never saw him get into the act of it.
Jordan Brewer's a new dad, and I'm not condoning gambling, but he may need to buy a lotto ticket. 2 times to the plate tonight. He's reached now on a trick play missed and an error.
Yeah, this is a good spot now for Loco Beach. J.D. Urso 0 for 1 tonight, but he's been at his best with runners in scoring position for Loco Beach. A .412 batting average and 6 ball 4 sprints in these situations as well. And he has jumped ahead 1-0.
That's half the sprints he's amassed here in his first full season in banana ball. After he was on the Visitors Banana Ball's developmental team under the tutelage of Mark Crocco last summer. A 1-to-1 sprint to strikeout rate. He has been tremendous, settling in as the everyday third baseman for Loco Beach, really securing that spot in mid-May in the series they played against the Bananas.
And I think it's fair to say this is a guy who's also making extremely good contact at the plate. A .394 batting average on balls in play this season. Also trying to keep it going as this one is lined into center field, but right into the glove of D.R. Meadows. Just taking a couple steps over before hauling that one in and keeping the Nanners narrowly out in front.
Hey, Jesse Cole, what are you doing down there, buddy?
Well, I know here tonight, love is in the air. So we're gonna put that to the ultimate test. And we're gonna have a contest to recreate the famous lift from Dirty Dancing. And fans, we're gonna see who does it best. So we're gonna have 3 groups of contestants. And well, love comes in different shapes and sizes. So we'll start with the Bananas here. And you guys, your best lift from Dirty Dancing. Here we go. Well, you can't unsee that. Next, we've got our pitcher, Kyle Luigs, and our catcher, Bill Leroy. Let's see what you guys got. All right, that's pretty good stamina right there, Kyle and Bill. All right, we got a couple fans here. Your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Leah.
Chris and Leah, here we go. Let's see what you guys have. They're still going. All right, fans, I know it's up to you. Very impressive. Is it the Bananas? Give them some love. What about Bill and Kyle? Really good. Or Chris and Leah. Our winners, and love is in the air here tonight in Minnesota.
Well-deserved victory, taking down some legends here in the Banana Ball universe as well. As we check back in with our photos that you have been sending in using the QR code bottom left corner of the screen. And once again, back-to-back nights here on ESPN. A lot of Loco Beach love from the fans. It is so cool to see here in their first season.
It really is, and it's so amazing to see Jesse Cole's vision come to fruition with what this brand is and what it means to the sport. The smiles have been infectious, not only for the 6 who have caught foul balls, but the over 39,000 here. I look out and I can't help but feel gratitude. Just seeing all the joy being spread. And one guy who does it about as good as anybody is the man on the mound, Kyle Perry. He also pitches faster than anyone in the world. Kyle, you got us?
There we go. Hey guys, how we doing?
Fantastic. Great to see you as well. Tanner Allen, tip drill.
Just secure the thing.
Yeah, into the hat. You betcha. What a day for you, KP. You were with us on the Party Plaza, hitting bombs with the foam balls. Now you're mic'd up on ESPN. What's this Banana Ball journey been like for you?
Oh, dude, this is special, man. I'm fired up to be here. What a trip, man. How about this? Do it, fans. Why not?
Now, how does it compare to hosting? Whoa, he's juggled. And we've got
what do we got?
A pause. Oh, Vincent Chapman. Okay, how about this? It's an umpire review.
This guy's trying to sabotage me, man. You better overrule this, or...
Well, I think he's trying to help you here.
I know.
Yeah, third base umpire.
Hey, I've worn yellow. This could be just Fugazi.
Right. Brian Bankston, he couldn't tell. From my angle, it looked like it was juggled and caught, which, by the book, would not be a foul out to the fans. Boy, this would be anticlimactic to break the record. But if we have video of a clean catch, this is, I know it might be surprising for folks to hear on ESPN, this is a legitimate sport. And we're trying to see if there's an angle of it. The umpire's review. KP, how does this compare to hosting sports radio out in Nebraska?
Hey, you know, not to knock sports radio, but this takes the cake any day of the week, man.
KP, I'm counting my lucky stars right now because with how quick you pitch, I didn't think we'd get any extra time to talk to you. Can you tell me how you...
Gentlemen, after further review, the ruling on the field.
Between pitches.
No catch.
I mean...
No catch.
No, I hardly caught the second part there, but no, I mean, I like getting rid of the ball so my defense doesn't fall asleep behind me. So, there we go, Ash. God bless. Here we go. There we go. I might get involved in this. Why not? Hey, I'm here.
Oh, no. KP, good hustle, flip to second, but Urso couldn't control it. That'll go down as an E6 for Jacobo, but Chatanier couldn't find it. They're trying to figure out what went wrong there. And that is why you use two hands, kids. Well, spent a lot of time in orbit. And now a broken bat, Jackson Olsen, unbelievable. Bryce Grazafi is running home, and how about the heave from Antal, throw to third, safe. Urso wants a challenge. That was pure chaos.
What in the world?
How happy are you to be mic'd up for this inning?
Hey, this all starts with Vince.
Wow, KP, you might be the tour leader in challenges per 9 when on the mound.
This is sick when it comes to trying to have good tempo on the mound, you know.
Well, the clock is stopped for you, thankfully.
Oh, dude, don't worry. I'm talking about actual tempo.
Right, yeah.
Keeping your rhythm as a pitcher.
Yes, right. You're actually talking about pitching here.
Right.
From a baseball standpoint.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You guys having a good night, dude? Minnesota is awesome.
Oh, my goodness. We're having a phenomenal night up here, KP.
I love it.
Unfortunately, it does look like the call on the field is going to stand from the angle that we have.
Interesting.
So there'll be runners on the corners for you more than likely. Does that affect your mentality on the mound?
I'm still trying to get soft contact. Hosley can fly, so let's hopefully just get him to roll one over and end it with a double play. I would love a ball, though. Can I have a ball? Nick is over here just putting palms up. Give me something. Oh, come on, JD. Let's move this thing along.
Yeah, the umpires are really taking a look at this. I feel like we're seeing very clear evidence that Grizzaffi got back to the bag ahead of the tag, and we would need to see clear evidence of the opposite to overturn the safe call from Brian Bankston. So Grizzaffi was off on the pitch. And the umpires are actually maybe looking to see if he was out of the baseline here because he darted towards second.
He did do a weird little deal there.
And then didn't come back to retouch third.
Let's get him on some fine print stuff here. That'd be great.
Now, yeah, this is a first in banana ball history. 463 games in the young history of our sport. We've never seen a review like this, and the umpires are really taking their time with it.
Yeah, it feels like it may be less about what you're seeing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after further review,
with the umpires,
the ruling on the field stands.
Mr. Chapman.
Oh, God. They've got a whole Drake Fontenot and Joe Filomeno back. Guys have KP's back. Kyle, you have one of my all-time favorite quotes. You said you throw a fastball and a slow ball. Has that always been the mix?
Well, it's fastball changeup, but, you know, it's just a slower fastball, don't you think?
Or are you discounting the curve?
That comes out once every blue moon. All right, we playing again?
We're playing banana ball. You finally...
I might get, sleeping over here.
All right, sticky situation, trying to pick up your defense. Runners on the corners.
There we go, fans, do it.
Great opportunity for them.
I mean, break the record one time.
Hosley found out to the fans his first time.
There we go, do it.
You're giving them a lot of opportunities.
I mean, let's go. All bark, no bite out of these guys.
Wow, you just picked off Jackson Olsen.
All right. There we go.
That's a guy with only one stolen base attempt this year. He was caught. I was literally thinking about telling you don't have to worry about him.
Here we go, fans. I'm back here. I'm getting here. Do it! Hey!
Oh, on the ricochet. But it has to be the first person who touches the ball. It has to be a clean catch, or else that would have been legendary.
All right.
Front row seats down there.
You've been doing a lot of running.
I mean, these guys fall asleep for me.
Danny Hosley has survived 3 foul balls into the stands.
Do it!
You got to get a ball to the booth for us.
You guys are pathetic.
Wow! You're sick of them. 39,000 fans showed up to watch you play banana ball. There you go. Give him another.
That might go out.
Ben Parker on his horse. Wow, collides with Gideon Antel. Holds on to the banana ball. What a play by Benny Pumps.
I mean, guys, what is going on here in Minneapolis?
KP, there's nothing for you to sweat. All-around effort and a clean frame. Great work, my friend.
Josh, after PEMDAS, I don't know what that gets you on your MPI, but...
KP, we love you so much. Thank you. Love you, KP.
That was ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
And when that music hits, ladies, I need you to go absolutely loco! DJ, hit it! I see you, ladies. All right, all right. Now, I need all the adult men to please stand. All the adult men who are
Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. To the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Kyle Lewis has twirled 4 scoreless thus far, and this has been par for the course for the Banana Ball veteran since the start of June.
Yeah, it shouldn't be surprising. Cowboy Kyle, since the calendar turned to June, he's been averaging 3 outs in less than 4 minutes. You see 21 strikeouts, only 6 sprints in that span, an ERA under 2.5. And you see at the bottom of your screen, Kyle Lewis, second in the sport with 11.6 VORP in the month of July. He trailed only Drake Fontenot of the Loco Beach Coconuts. Just goes to show how effective he's been, as he was certainly in the conversations to nearly win July's Pitcher of the Month award.
Riding on a surfboard, number 8, Caden Bowler.
Here comes the signature bowler board, a staple at the beach. Caden Bowler helped write the Book of Mormon in Vietnamese. He sells medical sale devices on the side, and he knows how to ride the bowler board like no other. Bowler looking for his 2nd hit on the board this season. He's worked 2 ball 4 sprints. And just balancing on that thing's hard. I've tried it myself. There's a reason it didn't make the air.
This is a multi-talented cat. Lead guitarist in Jason Aron's band on the Tailgaters last year. And how about Caden Bowler right back up the chute? Meadows showing off the arm is going to gun him down at first. That's your old-fashioned 8-3 putout. DR with the howitzer.
Wow, well, Caden Bowler was stumbling off the board trying to run down to first base. It wound up slowing him down. And DR Meadows, this is a guy who's been with an infielder and now a full-time outfielder in Banana Ball. And you see him show off that strong arm and gun down Bowler. Another unfortunate just out for Loco Beach tonight and in the series.
Yeah, I thought Caden had his 2nd career knock there. And DR says not tonight.
I do want to tip the headset to Caden Bowler. I don't think it can be overstated how hard what he just did is. Hitting that ball up the middle while maintaining balance.
Peyton Chatagnier, deep drive to left. See you later! Solo shot to tie this game at a point apiece.
His first home run as a Loco Beach Coconut. Couldn't come in a bigger moment. Touch them all, Peyton Chatagnier. The Ole Miss product ties the ball game at once. His first long ball as a nut comes at Target Field. And the kid has turned it on out of the break.
How about his 3rd walk-off across the last 2 weekends? Sam Bauman's got him.
Peyton hasn't been going Loco Beach's way so far. How about that?
Yeah, that was amazing. You know, we just got to stay with it, stay confident, and try not to get out of breath, because you will pass out. But, man, I'm having a great time. Loco Beach, BCU, baby.
That's a big shot for you guys. Big shot.
Thank you.
Thank you, SB. Beach to you, Chatagnier. Brand new ball game. We're knotted at 1 point each.
They're better than my DoorDash. On the mound for the Coconuts, Andy Archer.
Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN. We go to the top of the 6th inning, and thanks to the solo home run to walk off the 5th for Loco Beach, we are tied at 1 point each as the former Savannah Banana, Andy Archer, who spent each of the last 2 tours in yellow, now with Loco Beach, and boy, has he been fantastic for the Coconuts.
You are going to love this product. The big arch coming in at Target Field, trying to mow down his former team. He's made 6 starts this season, 18 appearances across 37 innings of work. He has the 3rd lowest ERA on the staff at 4.14, and he's a true veteran who spends his off days surfing and feels like he was born to be a Loco Beach Coconut.
And he's a guy who revels in getting to face off against his former team. Something he really enjoys, having that extra chip on his shoulder. And Archer, across his last 7 appearances, a 2.53 earned run average, but he and his teammates all coming off the field here in Target.
Yeah, the Coconuts are heading to their dugout. DR Meadows is staying put in the right-handed batter's box, though. He's patiently waiting for the game to resume. Of course, he can't leave the batter's box. It would be a strike called on him. We've got a countdown going on here.
Hydration break!
No, right, it was just the hydration break. Which, of course, means water balloon war ensues, and the doctor stuck in the middle of it.
Loco Beach, baby.
Jacob Bazala just took a big-time spill off camera to a massive whoa from the full-capacity crowd.
Well, what I noticed is King Bowler got a little revenge, guys. Got to throw a couple water balloons right at DR Meadows, took exception to being thrown out at first base, trying to get that knock off the bowler board.
I would have done the very same. I hope that was cathartic. How about J.D. Urso from foul territory? It's an infield single.
Would have been a phenomenal play, a great effort on the hot corner, but that's just good contact to a tough part of the yard. This Bananas team hasn't scored since their 2 runs off of Zach Smith back in the 1st inning. And we get another look at Bazala just getting drilled. Oh my goodness.
Headshot.
Good to see him on 2 feet.
Oh, when we have time, I would love to see that again. Every angle we have, Jacob Bazala, who's turned into a heck of a weapon in the Bananas bullpen. Well, he got lit up there. KJ single his first trip, grounded out to 3rd, back in the 3rd. The signature for Andy Archer has got 3 different fastballs, 4-seam, 2-seam, cutter. Split changeup is disgusting, and then he's worked a breaking ball into the arsenal here in his banana ball career. Not something he really broke out when he was at Georgia Tech or the University of Hawaii. To the 2nd deck, and it's caught! Kyle Jackson fouls out to the fans. It's the 7th foul ball caught by the fans for an out tonight. New banana ball record.
Fans, you just broke the record for most fan-caught foul balls in banana ball history!
I don't know if I would call that a Minneapolis miracle, but that is a momentous accomplishment for the folks here across Minnesota, setting some new banana ball history. And now Oberst, he's testing them again. They can't catch number 8.
Danny O fouled out to the fans his last time. That was the 5th foul out to the fans in this ball game, way back in the 3rd. And it was the 9th time he's fouled out to the fans this year, which is a new single season record. So how about the double foul out to fans history here in Target Field as Antel can't run this down. And there's a big collision. Oberst got smoked by Jordan Brewer. DR is off of 3rd. Dan is going to be awarded 2nd, certainly. He's tagged by Jacobo, but that's going to be interference on Brewer. As Dan is communicating with the umpires, you get a look. Yeah, that's just Brewer in the wrong spot.
Yeah, and Brewer, he willingly admitted it too. You saw Jacobo coming over trying to place a tag. Brewer was like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I got in the way. He should be at second base. See, completely accidental from Jordan Brewer. There is no bad blood in that situation whatsoever.
No, and this Loco Beach team is full of really high character guys. Never would see that intentionally.
2 balls and no strikes to Reese Alexiadis, who is Andy Archer's pretty much weekly roommate throughout their 2 years together on the Savannah Bananas. Now he's going up against one of his best friends. He's ahead 3-0. Ball 4 will drive in a pair. Archer back to the windup. Not worrying about Meadows trying to swipe home here. And the 2-seam ends up missing in. So that's going to plate DR from third. Oberst on his heels. Alexiadis hustling towards second. He's in ahead of Ben Parker, the 7th and final fielder, who had to touch the ball before it was live. Super Reese aboard for the 3rd time tonight. His 2nd sprint. And now up to 39 runs driven in. He takes the team lead from KJ and Oberst.
And 12 of those have come against the Loco Beach Coconuts. He has been one of those big offensive forces for this Manners team when he has seen the guys donning teal.
Robert Anthony Cruz keeps the carousel spinning. Alexiadis will come home. Rack is thinking about 3 bases. Relay from Chatagnier. In time! Oh, what a play! The Coconuts gun down Cruz at 3rd.
When are you going to learn your lesson? Don't get to the races against the Ant-Man.
Now coming to hit the world's tallest batter, Dakota Stilts. Oh, Britain.
Gideon Antel has claimed another victim with an assist from Chatagnier.
I really don't think there's much more you can do with your Robert Anthony Cruz. You think that's a pretty sure triple, but Gideon Antel and Peyton Chatagnier, so talented both in their own rights. That was a perfect relay throw from Chatagnier over to Urso at 3rd too that helped record that out.
Clunker over to Urso. He will whip it behind the back to take care of the legend, Dakota Stilts All-Britain.
The best arm in the sport gives way to the tallest man in the sport, but not after a trio of runs are plated for the Bananas. They're in the driver's seat trying to take a 2-1 lead on ESPN.
Come on now.
Hey guys, I'm hanging out in the dugout with 10-year-old Morgan, who's got our Banana Ball backstage question for Andy Archer. What do you got, Morgan?
If there was a coconut standing in front of you, what would you do with it?
Andy, there's a lot of options. Let's see what you pick.
Hey Morgan, this is Andy Archer. Awesome question. If there was a coconut right in front of me, I would find a rock to crack it on, and I would just drink all the water. It's great for you, it's very healthy, and it helps you not cramp when you're surfing, so it's all good.
Perfect answer from the Big Arch. It was a tough top of the 6th for Andy, though. 3 Bananas came around to score. Kyle Lewis out for his 6th inning of work. So far, he's been credited with 4 1/3 because of the walk-off home run from Chatanier. 1 out into the bottom of the 5th inning. That gets into how complicated it can be to score a banana ball game.
If it helps, though, it keeps the pitch count down for Cowboy Kyle, who just reached 60 pitches on that delivery to Grady Morgan. And he's finally poured in a much-needed strike.
Morgan to strike out his first time. Saw him launch a solo home run off Danny Hosley in the bottom of the 8th inning last night, just before the 2-hour timer ran out, which meant the 8th was our final inning to play, and it turned the 5 runs the Bananas had scored in the top half immediately into points, as it goes in the last inning of banana ball. Leroy rather, trying to steal a strike there. That was below the knees. Good call by Vincent Chapman as the count runs full. And a little looper back up the chute. Morgan aboard to open up the home half of the 6th.
Grady Morgan is really good at driving up pitch counts. Entering tonight hitting .234, but an on-base percentage of .375. He wheels his way to first base, and there on a full count, it comes with a nice swing on a pitch he was hoping to see just over Cowboy Kyle Lewig's head.
Sets the table for Ben Parker at the top. Coconuts just in getting on base mode. Inning tying run in the on-deck circle in the form of Tanner Allen. And Parker, as we've talked about tonight, a .508 on base percentage coming into this game. Best in the sport of banana ball here in his first year. There's been nobody better at getting aboard.
He's still slowly sweating off that Hulk body paint, too.
Chopper to KJ, between the leg transfer, he bobbles it. His only play's at first, and it's a wild throw. Ziegler can't handle it. Grady Morgan getting the wave around. Alexiadis has a cannon, but he bobbles it and then sails it. Nice leaping grab by Leroy, as 1 run is across. Unearned against Lewis, of course. Parker up to 2nd, and the Coconuts in business.
Great hustle effort from Grady Morgan to score from first there. Heady base running from Pumps gets him to score in position, and you alluded to it, Pico. It brings up a guy with some unorthodox pop. Tanner Allen with a chance to tie the inning just like that. Still nobody away.
And you're hoping that trick play miss doesn't loom too large for the Savannah Bananas. Now tonight they've got 2 errors and 2 trick plays missed defensively. Not what you're wanting to see, especially when you're playing as the visiting team, and you've got to try and minimize those mistakes.
That one whistled. Oh my gosh. Seth Markham, the first base umpire, knew it was going foul, so he tried to catch it. It would not have been an out if he did, for anybody wondering. Tanner Allen had a walk-off double last night. This is a broken bat dribbler, and it's going to be a double trick play. Olsen flipping it between the legs, Ziegler catching it between the legs. A massive double trick play at that, as we're tied at 7 apiece.
We've got to keep an eye on those trick plays moving forward. As the visiting team, if the Bananas have more trick plays than the Coconuts entering the final inning, they will secure an extra point via the newest rule to banana ball this season, the Equalizer.
Coconuts easily denied it last night to make it 5 straight games as the home team, doing just that. Dane Tofflin trying to join the party. That one struck well, out to left. Cruz, backflip catch on the run. It'll be a sac fly. Parker scoring easily. And Rack, another stupendous trick play here tonight. Our official scorer, Josh Chalevsky, looking at it funny.
I'm going to put that one under review.
The question at hand is, was Rack in the motion of the backflip when he made the catch? Because if not, it's just an F7 with some flair. And that is a scoring decision that looms very large with the equalizer point hanging in the balance. We expect it to be decided through 8 innings, although we did not get to the 9th last night, as we've discussed. Gideon Antel fouls out to the fans. The record
stretch, the Bananas have had an inning as the road team where they scored 3 runs, gave up 2 in the bottom half, and were still able to secure the point. How about back-to-back fan-caught foul balls without a glove? After 6 straight into leather, we've seen 2 straight web gems without the webs.
We advise you always bring your glove to a banana ball game, but it's not necessary to be a part of the game. As we get another look at the wonderful pictures that have been submitted, love to see Split getting in on the action. With that QR code on the bottom left corner of your screen, Archer knocks it down with the behind-the-back attempt. Cox is out! Andy Archer, what a play with the assist on the scoop from Brewer at first.
Pitchers are athletes too. The Magic Archer, with his greatest trick of all, secures it off the cleat for out number 1.
I think he knocked that down with the glove behind his back. That was an incredibly athletic play as we see a catch on the bobble. Vincent Chapman sees it perfectly from his vantage point behind home plate, so it is not a foul out to the fans. Has to be a clean catch by the first fan who gets a hand, glove, hat, popcorn bucket, what have you on it. As it's a ball and 2 strikes on Max Young Goldberg, Bananas' 2nd-round draft pick. Tempting fate again, and he pays the iron price. It's a 9th foul out to the fans tonight at Target Field.
It's getting ridiculous. I mean, we're on the verge of double digits. Something I don't really know if any of us have contemplated too much.
I have not.
In our banana ball journeys. But the folks here in Minneapolis, I'm willing to say it, they're setting a record that might stand for an awfully long time.
That is an incredibly impressive piece of hitting from Jackson Olsen. His 2nd knock across the last 3 innings.
I'd say it's not just getting ridiculous, it is ridiculous. And while we're on the topic, there is a tsunami warning here in Minneapolis. Water cannons erupting, sprinkler system on, and welcome to a Loco Beach Coconuts headliner here in the Banana Ball Championship League. They're going to play amidst the water for the final out here in the top of the 7th.
Easton Parish pinch hitting for Danny Hosley. Pay close attention to the words at the top of your screen to make sure that any instructions they may affect you. As Bryce Grzappi is taken over for Olsen at first. 2nd time the Bananas have used their designated runner tonight. 3rd time rather. 2nd time that he's pinch run for Olsen is what I was going for. EP pinch hit in the top of the 8th last night. He let it off. Worked a 2-base sprint. That kick-started the 5-run rally that ended up being the difference in that ball game. Waiting for a 3-1 here. As Grzappi gets a check from Archer. All of the sprinklers on here at Target Field. Another check on Grizz, who has 13 steals. He's been caught 4 times this year. There he goes. Parrish pops it up. Left side. Ursa will snag it. Nice bounce back inning from the Big Arch. Keeps the Bananas off the board.
That it does. It's up to the Coconuts offense to tie this ball game when we're back. A single run will walk off the inning and get us knotted at 2s here at Target Field.
Bananas and Coconuts, in honoring the men and women that serve this great nation, as we salute our hometown heroes of the night. We thank you for your service and commitment to our great country. To our police officers, to our firefighters, to our nurses, to our EMS workers, to our dispatchers, and to our school teachers. The Bananas and Coconuts say thank you.
Once again, if you caught a fan-caught foul ball, meet Kurt at section 120. Fan-caught foul balls tonight. Meet him at section 120. Shaw.
I need everybody to sing along to this one right here. Here we go.
Welcome back to Banana Ball Live on ESPN. We are entering the back end of one of the greatest games in the history of the sport. And the creator, Jesse Cole, is about to have something to say on the mic. We just have to get a camera to capture him, and then he's going to say it. But that's harder to do than you would imagine. As you can see, there's everything happening down there. Matthew Stott trying to make sure we're ready to rumble. Zach Frangelo on hand. Jesse's got the mic. Here he is.
Now coming to pitch, former Minnesota Twin. Please welcome Trevor May.
That announcement was certainly worth the wait. What a treat for the over 39,000 fans here in Target Field tonight. They get to see Trevor May, who spent the first 6 seasons of his 9 years in the bigs here in Minnesota, and especially from 2018 through 2020, was a fantastic reliever at the back end of the bullpen.
Highly touted prospect for this Twins ball club, and a guy who had a lot of impact on this team as well. Definitely pitching in a lot of high leverage situations, and the same can be said right now for the Savannah Bananas. They're clinging to just a 1-point lead right now and trying to prevent the Coconuts from walking off the inning with just 1 run. But May phenomenal, and since his baseball career has ended, he's a guy who's very much been on that content grind, pumping out lots of things about what it was like across his Major League Baseball playing career.
This turns into a seriously important spot for May to don the Bananas uniform. Any run ties the ball game, and he's going to have to face off against Ashby Vining in his .313 batting average with 32 RBI.
5-hole hitter for the Coconuts. Fouls off the off-speed. Trevor May, just 36 years old. To put it into perspective, that's how old Jackie Bradley Jr. is, hitting .376 for the Indianapolis Clowns, 8th best batting average in the sport. So Trevor May, I mean, this is a guy who had a .328 ERA across over 46 innings for the Oakland Athletics just back in 2023. And there's the fastball. We finally see it. That had some zip to it. High fly ball. Robert Anthony Cruz. Backflip catch.
No doubt about that one. Bananas take a 2-trick advantage as Robert Anthony Cruz continues to seize the day in left field. After debuting a new trick play early, he's been leaving the feet at ease.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Not only do you see a brand new one, but he's still bringing those backflips out there in left field. And he didn't exactly have the smoothest night defensively a night ago. Wasn't reading line drives very well. I'll tell you, that has changed tonight here in Target Field.
This one yanked to third. KJ on the dive. Strike to Ziegler. A web gem from Kyle Jackson. Nanner's defense shining behind Trevor May.
What a play from KJ. After a trick play, just a really good traditional baseball effort at third. Went completely horizontal, put the Superman cape on, and the throw had Brewer by a few steps.
J.D. Urso doesn't bite on the bender below the knees. That is a firm fastball to even up the count. No surprise that Tyler Gillum is giving Trevor May an entire inning of work. Popped to the right side, into the Bermuda Triangle. Alexiadis taking control. He will catch it on the run. 3 up, 3 down for Trevor May with a rack flip and a web gem behind him. He holds the 1-point advantage for the Bananas in his debut in the sport. And let's take a look at tonight's smooth plays brought to you by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. For a second straight ball game, the first play of the game was a trick play from J.D. Urso, but how about Robert Anthony Cruz? Might be the best trick play we've seen across the 463 games in Banana Ball history. It's certainly a discussion. Alexiadis able to keep it alive long enough for the doctor to get involved. And Jordan Brewer, you can't keep him out of the party. Nor can you keep Sal Jacobo away from the trick plays. A pair for the Salamander to make it 100 even on the tour.
No, you can't, and it has really been par for the course for both teams. Impressive infield defense from the Coconuts. There is no better outfield defense in the sport than the Bananas. They've combined for over 120 of them this season, and their infielders and outfielders have done enough to combine for a 2-trick advantage heading into the 8th inning.
Yeah, it's just impressive all around, and what's really great is the level of difficulty from everybody involved. I mean, Jacobo and Brewer's double trick play was certainly a highlight on the Coconuts end of things. And Robert Anthony Cruz, I mean, he's been the guy stealing the show tonight for the Savannah Bananas.
Well, you talk about stealing the show. This dazzling rookie closer has done just that and more in his debut season. Allow me to introduce the villain. He wears number 0 because that's how many runs he intends to give. And tonight he's going to have a 2-inning leash as opposed to his typical 1. The Coconut star closer is out on the hill. His 16 saves paced the Banana Ball Championship League, 16 for 18. His 36 appearances, the most in the league. He also has the most innings of any closer in the sport.
Yeah, you look at that 4.10 ERA, you might think with your baseball brain, oh, that's not great for a closer. That is the 6th best earned run average in the sport. This is a sport that very much caters to offense, with the ball four sprint being the biggest reason why, as it's a fastball right down Broadway. Meadows cuts and misses.
Batters continue to cater to C.J. Williams. Nearly 30% the strikeout rate for him this season. He gets swing and misses at will. No different here. 1 up, 1 down.
The Ant-Man on the run. Tip drill. And then into the hat of Chatanier. A double trick play to pull us even at 9 trick plays for both squads.
A big double trick play at that, because C.J. Williams is a 2-strikeout pitcher. So anytime you get a ball in play behind him, you've got to find a way to take advantage. The Coconuts do just that in their quest to deny the equalizer point.
Well, you see the feel for Peyton Chatanier. He knew what the mission was there, and that's why he ranged all the way out into right field to be able to pull off that double trick play for Loco Beach.
Oberst went around, so he's behind 0-2. Double his last time. Before that, robbed of a hit by Urso at third and fouled out to the fans. That's a shattered bat on a hop. Jacobo between the legs. Brewer between the legs. The flexibility absurd. Back-to-back double trick plays. Massive for the Coconuts.
A 4-trick play inning in under 2 minutes. That's the villain, everybody. It's time to get to the field with 3 little birds.
And sing along loudly to 3 Little Birds. Minneapolis, don't worry about a thing. We love you. Let's get loco!
I want to hear you sing this nice and loud, Minneapolis. Let's go!
In the middle of the 8th inning, here in Target Field, over 39,000 fans. A full house for a second straight night. A year after Banana Ball made its maiden voyage to Minnesota, 2 games in St. Paul, 14,000 fans in total got to witness. Here across this weekend, we've seen over 78,000 fans already. We'll have another full capacity crowd tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, as Danny Hosley is gonna go for a 6-out save. We're seeing him for a second straight night. Gave up the solo home run to Grady Morgan in the 8th inning last night, and then got a line drive off the right shoulder. Of course, his pitching arm from Tanner Allen deflected to Ryan Cox, turned into a game-winning double play in absolutely bizarre fashion. As Brett Carson to the second deck, surprisingly no catch.
It's been that kind of night.
Yeah, we've seen 9 foul outs to fans already. The previous record was 6. Ridiculous performance from the folks here in the Mill City. As it's a ball and 2 strikes on Carson. A single back in the 3rd inning, then he was pinch hit for in the 5th. There's re-entry in Banana Ball, which is why we see him again as KJ whips it between the legs. Ziegler between the legs, scoop! And we are knotted at 11 trick plays for each team. 1 more for the Bananas here in the last of the 8th. They will claim the equalizer point.
That's massive.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Loco Beach Coconuts are invoking the Golden Batter Rule. Hitting in place for Peyton Chatagnier is the Coconut Cowboy, number 10, Tanner Allen!
Coconuts head coach Mark Crocco goes to the Golden Batter in the 8th inning, and it's in place of a guy who scored the team's only point in the game. Peyton Chatagnier's walk-off solo home run, not enough to keep him in the lineup. Instead, they go to the Coconut Cowboy himself, who has more Golden Batter opportunities than anyone on the roster.
Yeah, second most in the sport. This is the 16th time TA's been the Golden Batter for Loco Beach. Got that all the way up to the top deck. No catch by the fans. He only saw 1 pitch from Hosley last night. Tattooed the ball straight off Danny Hosley's right shoulder, as we've mentioned, and goes down swinging. It's the 12-6 curveball. You do not see it very often, but employed perfectly there, as Allen is K'd on 3 pitches.
The reason you use Tanner Allen as your Golden Batter there is now you have the 10-hole Grady Morgan up, but you look ahead to the 9th inning. It's the top of the order where Tanner Allen will be currently in the hole after this on deck.
Morgan hacking at the first pitch. Out to left, Rack, a long run, trying to catch it behind his back. It's a fair ball that bounces into the seats. So Morgan is going to be placed at second. Official scoring decision on that, Josh.
I mean, that's tough. I just want to say, I think the safest thing right now is a trick play missed.
I completely agree. It was going to be a really tough play, but it was a clear trick play attempt trying to claim the equalizer point there. And it gives Loco Beach more life here in the bottom of the 8th. So the Bananas trying to claim the equalizer. They have opened up an opportunity for the Coconuts to tie this game, as Ben Parker, who worked a sprint off Hosley in the 8th inning last night, has a 2-1 count on him.
This is going to be the biggest swing of momentum possible. A trick play makes it a 3-1 game. A single likely makes it a 2-2 game.
Smoked! Past the dive of KJ! Ben Parker in the clutch! Morgan rumbles in from second. We're tied at 2 going to the 9th.
Punts does just that and more. Right down the third base side. A big-time hit at Muscle Beach. Ben Parker drives in Grady Morgan. And for the second time tonight, the Coconuts have an answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sound of the bell means it's time to take a look at the scoreboard. With the Coconuts and Bananas now tied 2-2. But in Banana Ball, the final inning is the most important because every run counts as a point. Minneapolis, your energy's been amazing all night, but I need you now more than ever because it all comes down to this. This is the final inning!
2-2 game to the top of the ninth. So the whole every run scored counts as a point thing really doesn't matter when you enter tied. you can throw that out the window, although it is still, of course, the rule in place in our final inning. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Big boppers due to swing it for the Bananas. Alexiadis, Cruz, and Leroy. And what an opportunity for Rack to try and right his wrongs. That was a rare mental mistake from a veteran here in his third world tour. Trying a trick play that he rarely attempts, going behind the back. Did not come close to it. When getting the out, sends the Bananas to the ninth with a 2-1 lead. And he's been having a phenomenal game. This is a guy who has driven in a pair, has a double, a ball four sprint, 3 miraculous trick plays in left. But bit off a little more than he could chew on the fly ball from Grady Morgan.
You don't want to try to take a bite against this guy. The Shark will get you first. C.J. Williams went 1-2-3 in his first inning of work. Now the closer is tasked with sending his team to the bottom of the ninth inning with a tie ball game and a real chance to win it. This team has been coined the comeback Coconuts. They came back from down 1-0, came back from down 2-1, and now they have their favorite arm, the guy who they trust more than anyone when the lights are the brightest, to face off against the tallest and toughest part of this Bananas order with a golden batter in their back pocket.
The 7th round draft pick for the Coconuts. You want to talk about value. The kid out of Deerfield Beach, Florida. Did exactly what the Coconuts needed in the top of the 8th. Got a strikeout, induced 4 trick plays. Helped his team fend off the equalizer point for a 6th straight game. And now he's trying to put up another goose egg. He did it very quickly in the 8th as well. That was just his 10th pitch thrown, so plenty of gas in the tank as the fastball misses low. And Alexiadis, a single and 2 sprints tonight. 2 runs scored, 2 driven in the driver's seat. As he takes that one below the knees as well. 4 straight bad ones from Williams. Leaves the door wide open for the Nanners to open up this 9th inning.
And you don't want to give this team free passes. The Bananas currently batting below 200 in the final inning of play this season. So to see C.J. Williams do that, if you're a Coconuts fan right now, you're definitely not pleased, but C.J. is a very gritty guy out there on the mound. All he's got to do, work on that composure just a little bit and dial it in here against Robert Anthony Cruz.
Here is Rack's chance at redemption. He's been fantastic tonight, 1 for 2. The RBI double in the 6th. The ball 4 sprint back in the 1st. And what an interesting move. Bryce Grozaffi, the designated runner, used for a 4th time tonight. This is in place of Reese Alexiadis, which certainly signals that Tyler Gillen is thinking of Super Reese as his golden batter this inning, because Super Reese runs incredibly well.
Potentially as a golden batter, potentially the prospect of showdown tiebreakers. Reese is your defender. You don't want him too gassed if he's out there to field.
High pop left side. J.D. Urso takes care of Rack as the skies have opened up. It's raining with some pretty good ferocity here, and fans are starting to scatter for cover with the game on the line.
That came from out of nowhere. I mean, as if it couldn't have got any more cinematic. Here comes the rain. C.J. Williams always unfazed by the elements. Doctor ordering a ground ball here for the villain. It could get him out of a 2nd straight scoreless inning.
Bill Leroy, a moon scraper out to right, and Town. There's out number 2. Did you catch that on the outside of the glove?
No, but I don't know if you caught that. It looked like he was trying to fake out the runner into thinking he'd go for a tip drill to get him to go further towards 2nd. Antel's not afraid to catch a runner at 1st, but Grozaffi was aware of the situation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Savannah Bananas are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Ryan Cox is the Savannah Bananas golden batter. Please welcome Reese Superman Alexiades.
He's been infallible with the bat in his hand so far tonight. 3 ball, 4 sprints, and a single.
It's been an unbelievable night. We know he's been the coconut killer this season for the Bananas, and he was their go-to golden batter at the start of this season. Think back to New Orleans in the Superdome, had the game-tying knock as the golden batter, and the Bananas trusting that he can be that big bat one more time here for this squad.
Drive deep out to right center. Ben Parker for out number 3. C.J. Williams works around the leadoff sprint, and he has been fantastic across 2 scoreless innings.
That is the C.J. Williams we know. 6 outs, no runs, and his offense, known for their comebacks, is going to have a chance to win this game. But we didn't get here without the fans getting involved. How about a record 9 fan-caught foul balls? The first 6 came with gloves. Since we've seen great plays on the bare hand, Biko, Josh, the fans have showed up, and in over 460 games of the sport, set a new record by 3 tonight.
It's pretty ridiculous. I've mentioned it a couple times tonight, just in case you are just tuning in to the action. This is the 463rd Banana Ball game ever played. The most foul outs to fans we had ever seen was 6. They both came last year in Chicago, Illinois, in Wright Field, and in Richmond, Virginia. And that record has been blown past. And now it's going to be 2, 3, and 4 in the Coconuts lineup to swing it against Danny Hosley. Tanner Allen getting to see Hosley for a second time tonight because he was the golden batter an inning ago. Then Dane Toffland and Gideon Antel.
Danny Hosley is a perfect 11 for 11 in save opportunities this season. We talked about C.J. Williams, how you want him out there when the lights are the brightest. The only closer in the sport with a better line this season is on the other side, and he's taken the hill for his second inning of work in Danny Hosley. So this is big on big. This is the matchup that you look for under the lights. The rain has stopped, and it's 2, 3, and 4 in the league's most potent lineup against the best arm in Banana Ball.
Yeah, and these are the 2 best relievers in the sport as well, which just makes this late inning drama that much better. As Tanner Allen hits it through the shift. Big turnaround first. He's thinking about 2. Throw from Meadows. Not in time. Oh, Tanner Allen hustled double. Just like that, the game-winning run in scoring position.
Don't hit a shift against Tanner Allen. With 3 guys to the right side of second base, T.A. says, I've got better bat-to-ball skills than anybody. I'll hit it where you ain't. And the game-winning run is in scoring position.
I love the aggression. He knew it instantly. He was gunning for 2 bases. There was never even a moment of hesitation, and because of that, that's the difference maker that puts him in scoring position.
What a way to extend the hit streak to 11 straight games, the on-base streak to 31 in a row, as this one is grounded to KJ. He goes between the legs. Gutsy time for a trick play as Ziegler can't squeeze it over at first. Wow, that is a massive defensive miscue from the Bananas first baseman.
Just a rarity. It's a play we're used to seeing Ziegler make. Armani Henderson's going to take over for Dane Toffland on the bases, the Coconuts' designated runner. Just try not to get out on the bases, because if Tanner Allen, the lead runner, scores, this game is over, and Eric Osberg is entering as a pinch hitter in the biggest spot of his Banana Ball career.
The former Tampa Bay Rays minor leaguer takes the fastball right down the middle. Another heater for a strike as everybody gets on their feet. Over 39,000 fans still on hand here in Target Field. Coconuts trying to even the series. Bang, swing and a miss. Vulcan changeup for a massive 3-pitch K.
Tough ask for Eric Osberg after sitting on the bench all game. He comes in against the toughest pitcher in the league and is down on 3 pitches. So now it's time to see if the face of the beach has another signature moment in him. 9 walk-offs of innings this season, 2 walk-offs of games. He can make it a 3rd here.
Roller foul. The only man on the Coconuts with more walk-offs than Ashby Vining is Tanner Allen, who stands on second base. He's got an even 10. Vining trying to join him there. Big time take. That was a changeup with some cut to it. Ashby 0 for 3 tonight. Ground out and a pair of flyouts. Tries to hold up, he goes around. That's a sword. The 1-2. Loop to center. Meadows chugging in. 2 down.
He's been the story of the season for the Coconuts. Jordan Brewer reinventing what it means to play first base, pacing all first basemen in the BBCL with over 110 trick plays. Now, all eyes settle on his lumber with the chance to win the game.
Tanner Allen led off the 9th with a double. He still waits on second base. Can Brewer bring him home? Swing and a miss. High fastball. Brewer has been aboard twice, but it was on a trick play missed and an E6. Behind 1-2 now. He was robbed of a knock on a great diving play from KJ at third his last time up. Saw him nearly leave the yard last night on a missile out to left. That one bounces in. Big time stop from Leroy.
Yeah, there's no question. Hosley with 2 strikes trying to go to that signature pitch, bury it in the dirt. And Bill Leroy ready for it. Chucks the banana ball into the stands to get a new one for Hosley. And that was just great work blocking that banana ball to keep Allen and Henderson from advancing.
Deuce is wild. Game-winning run on second. The 2-2 with 2 outs. It's a full count. Ball 4 wins the game for Loco Beach. The payoff. It's smoked. Foul. How blessed are we? We get to do it again. Seventh pitch from Hosley to Brewer, with the game hanging in the balance. It's demolished. Foul. The fans are saying it was caught. The umpires are saying it was bobbled. How wild would that have been? The 8th pitch. Another chance for the fans. No catch.
That one broke Jordan Brewer's bat. He is up there unloading right now. Even knowing that a ball 4 sprint wins the game, Jordan Brewer wants to do it with his bat.
Well, he's not going to go down looking. That is not the Jordan Brewer way. 2 titans of the sport doing battle for over 39,000 fans in Target Field. 9th pitch from Hosley to Brewer. Fouled away, another chance for the fans. It's caught! A barehanded catch! The 10th foul out for the fans of the game sends us to showdowns!
Now that is a Minneapolis miracle! The fans coming up clutch, reaching double digits, and if this banana ball game couldn't get any wilder, we're hitting showdown tiebreakers!
Free banana ball, baby! 10 fan-cut foul balls in one game! The bare hand sends us to showdown.
one hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder. Each team will have an opportunity to send a batter to the plate. The first team to score unanswered by the other team will be the winner of tonight's game.
The hitter needs an inside the park home run to score a point. If they put a ball over the fence, their team wins instantly, whether it's the top or bottom of the round.
And we just saw the Savannah Bananas in showdowns literally a week ago, last Saturday against the Firefighters. Dan Oberst, the hero, hit a home run out of the park to automatically win that game for the Savannah Bananas. But it does not look like Oberst is going to be the first man up to bat for the Bananas here in round one. They are sticking with the man they wanted to use as their golden batter, Reese Alexiadis, will get to face C.J. Williams for a third time.
He worked the ball four sprint to open up the ninth and then flew out to end the top of the ninth.
The last time the Loco Beach Coconuts went to showdowns, it was against the Savannah Bananas in Savannah, Georgia, in Grayson Stadium, where Kyle K.J. Jackson hit a walk-off against C.J. Williams. Here, they turn to Super Reese against the villain, who has lived up to the task to this point in the game. Gideon Angel, the lone defender behind him, as the best arm on the team.
One ball, no strikes. Williams, 2 showdown shutdowns in 7 opportunities this year. This has been the only downside of what has been a fantastic rookie campaign.
Yeah, the Bananas 4-1 in showdowns, the Coconuts just 1-3. And Alexiadis lifts this one, a high pop. Antel is tracking it, and he hauls it in. Boy, does it pay to have that showdown defender.
Yes, 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 yes. Showdown shutdown from the villain. Ice in his veins. It's surging here in Minneapolis, and the Coconuts are going to have a chance to win it in the bottom half.
Easy work for the Ant-Man. And the Bananas put their hopes on Danny Hosley once again. Gave up an unearned run in the bottom of the 8th inning after he induced a ground out, got a strikeout, and then got a fly out that turned into a trick play missed. Then he survived a rocky bottom of the 9th. Now he faces off against Tanner Allen. Hosley this year, 10 for 11 in showdown shutdowns. The only time he has been scored upon was in round 3 with the bases loaded back in Iowa City. It was Caden Green who put the ball on the ground, played it a pair. Austin Temple got the victory in the bottom half for the Firefighters. Tanner Allen smoked out to right. He can really fly. Meadows is the defender. Allen around second. Meadows to the ball. Allen around third. Relay from Hosley. In time! Meadows to Hosley to Leroy to send us to round 2.
How about the defense from our showdown defenders? Antel catches the pop-up, and D.R. Meadows, who has hardly played in showdowns, that is typically the role you see Reese Alexiadis playing. He's tested, and he meets the moment for the Savannah Bananas to get us to round 2. And here's the kicker. Now there's no defender behind the pitcher.
Wow, wow, wow. I mean, are you kidding me? This is banana ball. This game right here is banana ball, baby. We get another round of showdowns. After Tanner Allen ripped it to right field, it stalled up in the dirt for just long enough. D.R. Meadows with a perfect relay. Danny Hosley even better. And they get the speedy Tanner Allen at the plate. You mentioned it, Josh. In round 2 of showdowns, it's mano-a-mano. Just the batter, just the pitcher. C.J. Williams going to be looking for a strikeout. Otherwise, any contact will have him on his horse.
Dan Oberst is going to be the hitter for the Bananas. He's 2 for 4 in his showdown opportunities this season. And last weekend, with the series on the line in Savannah against the Firefighters, he took a Johnny Hummel curveball straight away center over the wall, only the 2nd time in the Savannah Bananas history they had an out-of-the-park home run in showdowns. He joined Eric Jones Jr. Trying to put the pressure back on the Coconuts. He lofts this deep out to right center. Williams on his horse. It bangs off the wall, takes a very favorable bounce back into center field. Oberst rounding third. Williams will not throw it. Dan Oberst in the clutch once again. The 8-year Banana pulls his squad ahead. 3-2 advantage.
Ice in his veins. I'll tell you what, whether it's the first inning, the ninth inning, or a round of showdown tiebreakers, he never gets too quick at the plate. He doesn't press. He's always comfortable and very confident. This game has really become one that Dan Oberst has mastered for the Savannah Bananas, and he plays hero here in round 2.
You imagine the Coconuts are going to turn to Jordan Brewer, who had the 9-pitch fight against Danny Hosley in the bottom of the 9th inning. It ended on a fan-caught foul ball, but Brewer was so close, smoking the ball on both sides of the yard, and that's where Mark Crocco's going to go, the former Big Ten Player of the Year. Longtime member of the Houston Astros system is asked to extend this showdown round to number 3.
And he's a perfect 2 for 2, earning walk-offs in his showdown opportunities this year. Fastball misses high. And a heater to even up the count. Chance for the fans to end it. After all this, no catch. Coconuts down to their final strike. So called strike 3. It's the 12-6 curveball. Danny Hosley secures a victory for the Bananas after 2 rounds of showdowns in one of the greatest banana ball games ever played.
It might be the greatest of all time. What were we missing tonight, guys? A record for fan-caught foul balls. A nail-biter that ultimately sent us to showdowns. And a dramatic, thrilling ending with the Bananas grabbing their 4th consecutive victory to continue to remain in first place here in the Banana Ball Championship League.
We've got to hear from the creator of the sport. Sam Bauman has Jesse Cole down on the field. Can't wait to hear this.
Yeah, Biko, Jesse, thousands of here, thousands more at home. They just saw Banana Ball.
That was one of the greatest games in Banana Ball history. You feel this place, everyone's standing. Unbelievable what we just saw tonight. To have 10 fan-caught foul balls, to have the Coconuts edge out the trick plays, to not get the equalizer point for the Bananas, to go to showdowns. I mean, this is what Banana Ball is all about. You can feel with these fans. They saw things they've never seen before. Rack's play might have been the greatest play in sports history, and they saw it tonight. Man, this is unbelievable. Even on the Coconut side right now, that they lost, they know they were a part of history, and this is special, man. Wow.
We talk about entertaining, but these teams compete, and that is part of the entertainment, Jesse.
Oh my goodness, you gotta believe it. That's what makes this great. You know, we're not out here doing the same show every night. We're out here competing, trying to win, and man, I'm at a loss for words because we've been a part of these for years, but you watch what the crowd just watched tonight and was a part of. Man, this one's up there. This one is up there, and I can't wait for more fans to see what this is all about.
It's only night 2, guys. Jesse Cole is already at 11. Let's watch him celebrate.
Sounds good, SB. That is a Bananas series victory. They will go for the sweep tomorrow afternoon. It'll be 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern on the Loco Beach Coconuts YouTube channel and the Roku Sports channel as we welcome you back inside. With Josh Chalevsky and AJ Switek, I am Vico Scala. Thank you again so much for spending your Saturday night with us here in virtual Banana Land. All-time game, Josh.
I think if you didn't have your blood pumping, you weren't feeling the right things during this Banana Ball game. An absolutely epic ending. So thankful we got showdowns tonight, guys.
Man, what an amazing evening. And as the voice of the beach, I'll tell you what, regardless of the outcome, that was a special one for the fans.
That's all for us. We will see you. Still have you, and there is so much more that needs to be said about this Banana Ball game tonight. Excellent job getting a couple words in at the tail end on the worldwide leader of sports. Josh, I open the floor back up to you, my friend.
I feel like I've done this a couple different times. I think to Knoxville, I think to Lincoln, but Minneapolis has certainly put itself in that category of the all-time great games that we've gotten in the inaugural season of the Banana Ball Championship League. I mean, let's face it, guys. You had a pitching duel early in this ball game. Phenomenal trick plays all around. I mean, you got a rack play that's going to go crazy viral if I had to guess. Sal Jacobo hits 100 trick plays for the Loco Beach Coconuts. The fan defense tonight in Minneapolis has been absolutely unparalleled. I don't know that we will ever see a performance like this from the folks in a ballpark ever again. And then we got to showdown tiebreakers, and it delivered. I mean, you saw great plays. Antel and DR Meadows to send us to round 2. Dan Oberst coming through for the Bananas, much like he has all season long. And then Danny Hosley. I mean, he's ridiculous. A key reason why the Bananas only have one loss in showdowns this season. Hosley has only blown 1 showdown shutdown. He is 12 showdown shutdowns in 13 opportunities this season. That includes what we saw here tonight. I mean, this Bananas team is absolutely unreal. And again, the key reason that they're still in first place is because in showdowns, Banana Ball's version of extra innings, they've come through when they've really needed to.
Okay, we've got a lot we'll have to hear from you, AJ, in a little bit. But for now, we've got Danny Hosley down on the field. He is the showman of the game, and Sam Bauman's got him. So we've got to hear from the Bananas hero.
Thanks, Biko. Yeah, I walked up to Hosley. I said, you want to talk to me? He said, you want to talk to me? Yeah, Hosley, we want to talk to you, man. How about that?
You never want to talk to me. I talk to you off the field, but never on camera, man.
I'm glad we got up this time. Hosley, you see what you guys do. The Coconuts come back. We got to go to showdowns. You're built for it, man.
Well, I mean, they're the comeback Coconuts for a reason. They got that nickname for a good reason. They got me in the 8th, and, you know, we just had to battle back. TA starts out with a double, and I had to bear down a little bit, get a strikeout, make some plays, and we ended up making it to showdowns and just give us another chance, and we ended up pulling this one out.
You see that ball go over you, go over DR. Is there a part of you that thinks that's ball game?
Nah, I got DR out there, man. I got DR running that thing down. We were good on that. I felt like it was close enough, and I'm like, I'm going to be a quick relay here. We're going to play at the plate, and, I mean, Bill with the tag, it was textbook.
Danny, you're a guy I like to describe as just loves to play. You just love to play. Was this a day where you just loved to play, man? The competitor got to come out?
I feel like a dirt dog out there, man. I love sliding around. I love to play ball, and that right there, that was playing ball. I like playing that, and this team's got a lot of heart, man. It's a big one to pick up from the Coconuts, and we'll come back tomorrow and do the same thing, hopefully.
Danny Hosley, our dirt dog showman of the game. Go get in the picture, man. Come on now. Guys.
Thank you very much, Sam. Take a look at what Danny Hosley was able to do tonight. This is the guy who started in the 10-hole as the extra hitter. He had the 4th foul out to the fans of the 10 that we saw in this ball game. But he's the showman because what he did with that right arm. An inning and 2/3, the 1 run allowed was unearned. And the bottom of the 9th, it starts with the double from Tanner Allen. He leaves him on second base, gets the game to showdowns thanks to the fans, and then is able to take care of Tanner Allen as well as Jordan Brewer to put this one in the W column for the Bananas. Here are the numbers behind their 3-2 win.
This is why Danny Hosley might be the most coveted Banana Ball player in the Banana Ball Championship League, and we see so much talent in this sport, but you want guys who come up in the biggest of moments, and there's nobody who is more dominant in the late innings and in showdowns when these points are more important than any other than Danny Do-It-All Hosley.
He did just that and more tonight. Danny Hosley is as advertised. I mean, he has had the Coconuts number all year, but really he's had all 5 teams not named the Savannah Bananas number this season. He is the best pitcher in this sport, and I just feel incredibly grateful that we got to play witness to what we did tonight, fellas.
I could not agree more. And you talk about Danny Hosley, he gets that much more valuable in showdowns because he can play anywhere in the field. And you saw it on display with the perfect relay to Leroy to send the game to round 2. It's just that added level of value. Of course, a gut-wrenching loss for the Coconuts. It seems to be par for the course against the Bananas this year. They have a winning record against everybody except the Clowns. They're 3-4 against, and now they're 1-6 against the Bananas. They've all been great games, though.
They have all been great games, and I'll continue to say what I've been saying this entire time. You know, there's 39,000 fans out there, and even if they were rooting for the Coconuts, I'm going to go out on a limb and say with that kind of show, everyone's going to leave with a smile on their face. It is such a joyous occasion and such an honor, seriously, to get to share the booth with you two legends of the sport. And I'm going to be thinking about this one for a long time. Regardless of the outcome, tonight was seriously special. So thank you, guys.
And I think an important thing to remember, this Loco Beach team is so talented. If I were them, I would not be hanging my head low after this performance. They have played the Bananas incredibly close. And I think, you know, in due time, they're really going to start to potentially turn the tables on this Nanners squad.
They will have a big-time chip on their shoulders. Tomorrow afternoon, it will be the only game on the docket here in the Banana Ball Championship League. We will be right back here on the Loco Beach Coconuts YouTube channel, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern first pitch. As always, we'll get the pregame action kicked off a half an hour early to prepare ourselves for this series finale. The Bananas going for the sweep. The Coconuts trying to salvage their first ever headlining game in a first ever headlining series in a big league ballpark. Big shout out to our entire cast and crew. For the executive producer of BTV, Josh Richardson, our talented control room back in Savannah, this broadcast directed by Alex Gross. It is produced by the man, the myth, the legend, Chadwick Folkstead. For Sam Bauman down on the field, for Josh Talevsky and AJ Switek up in the booth, I am Biko Scala saying so long for now, and we will